Yeah, you already know what it is, baby. It's Drunk Sports Talk. You know, I'm always chilling with my niggas, Cash and at Television. What up, my guys? You know, we taking this shot. Yo, this shot is for, you know what I mean, one of my homeboys. You know, he just hit the big 3-5. Son, my man Christian. Birthday was yesterday. Salute to that homie. You know what I mean? There's a fucked up sports week that y'all gonna get listening to because we saw some good, we saw some bad, we saw some ugly, we saw some extravagant. We don't know what the hell is going on, man. But in that note, yo, let's take this salute. Cheers, my brothers.
Cheers, salute.
Salute.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, shout out to Christian. That's my young boy. Yo, you know what's crazy? My young boys ain't my young boys no more. That niggas got old on me. It's just crazy, man. Like, every time I open my eyes or I talk to somebody, I'll be like, and this shit was 10 years ago. This shit was 8 years ago. Yo, time's like moving like this, son. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
It's crazy.
Yo, me and Cash walking home drunk from the local bar and shit, stumbling and shit.
Yo, word. Police running up on us. You already know, man.
Yo,
rest in peace, Booker Brown. Rest in peace, Booker Brown. I'd like to welcome everyone back to Drunk Sports Talk, New York's new #1 sports talk out on these internet streets, and I'm feeling so sturdy out here today, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you guys are hanging with us, and we greatly appreciate that. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Cash, and I got my brothers with me, my ride or dies, my day ones. You know what I'm saying? These are my brothers, man. The one and only Q and my man at Television. What's going on, my brothers?
What's goody, my G?
Feeling good, feeling great. How about you?
Oh, this is my season, man. I love this weather, bro. Now you wear some hoodies and some sweaters, man.
Word,
man. This is my favorite season, bro. I love this.
Hell yeah, my shit too.
I want to say something, but we have Caucasian listeners that listen to us, and I don't want to talk. You know what I'm saying? And I'm being real, you know what I'm saying? But for another time, hoodie season is a different type of season in New York.
Yeah.
You already know. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, man? Everything good, man? Other than that, everything sweet, everything smooth,
everything good. I just want to give a quick shout out. Today's my daughter's 3rd birthday. My daughter Eden. You already know. Talk about time flies. She turned 3 today. I'm like, yo, 3 going on 30.
3 going on 30. Shout out to Eden.
Yo,
what up?
That's my heart right there. You know.
What up?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, little one. That's it. Next thing you know, she's gonna be in pre-K and kindergarten and crazy.
Low key, that shit got me petrified on some shit, y'all. Hey, yo.
Listen, man. We going to listen. They 5 one day, and the next day they bring home grandbabies, man. Don't stop, man. It's crazy, man. I don't want to date myself too crazy, but yo, man, listen, man. Shout out to everybody in New York City, man. In the Connecticut, PA, Jersey, upstate, the tri-state area, man. We going through some shit, man. We We like I said last week, the Mets done tapped out. We gotta unite. We gotta bond. We gotta go through this together.
Word up.
The Mets tapped out. Yankees done tapped out. Giants pretty much tapped out. Jets, they're not there yet.
Borderline.
Still some hope. Borderline, still some hope. So, we wish them well and everything, but I want to set it off with the Giants this week, man. Every week it seems like we get on here and when we first started the podcast, it was all hope and good vibes and bravado and shit talking and that New York swag, and then it turned into man, like, you know what I'm saying, stress and anxiety and
depression.
Depression and bad, just bad energy. The Giants, man. Let's talk a little bit about the Giants. They got waxed again by the Dolphins. As much of a Giants fan as you guys really are, deep in your heart, you knew they weren't going to beat the Dolphins. Dolphins is putting up fucking insane numbers. Their defense ain't that great, but their offense, if you can't score with them, you're getting the doors blown off, right?
Hell yeah.
Facts.
Q, I'm gonna go to you first today. What was your assessment on the New York Giants versus the Dolphins last week and moving forward? What's your assessment on the whole thing, man?
That was exactly when I was talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly, because we saw a little bit of good in the defense, but then we still continue to see the bad and the ugly with the defense and the offense. This shit is annoying, man. Like, I'm tired of this false hope shit, man. Like, it was a close game when Pennick gets that 102-yard touchdown.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? But then they come back and then they're allowing a 60-yard touchdown from Tyreek Hill. They're allowing a 70-yard touchdown from Arcane. You know what I mean? Like it's like I feel like they don't even know what they're doing. Now, granted, we know they're injured as fuck. Their O-line, obviously, their O-line is destroyed because it's changing every week. You know what I mean? We don't have Schmidt. We still don't have, we still don't have Thomas. The left tackle's like changing every other week. And
that's a key position, yeah. That's a key position. Left tackle.
And that's probably the reason why Daniel Jones is probably not going to play this week, which I don't think he should play this week because the neck injury, although he's a tough son of a bitch, bro, how much more of a beating is this man going to take? It's only going to get worse this week. We're going against the Bills, and we're definitely going to lose against the Bills. We might as well just put him in the game. You know what I mean? I think we play the Commanders right after the Bills, and then the Raiders. I think let him sit out this week. Fuck it, we're going to lose anyway because even if he starts, what's the big fucking deal? I think he needs to heal up. That's my opinion, but I'm not seeing too much good anyway. Like this Giants team, it's like we could talk about all the stats because I know you guys are gonna go into it just as well as I know it, but we're still we can't do nothing in the first quarter. We're still being outscored. What in the first half of games or even first quarter of games, we're being outscored. I think 77-9 right now.
No touchdowns.
No touchdowns.
That
I think it's like a field goal or two or some shit like that, right? Yeah. That's
it's like I think it's 3 field goals, man. It's like it's that's so embarrassing, man. And to think about it, a couple of the teams that we played, they can score, but they ain't like super monstrous scores. Like how did the Cowboys scored 40 on us? We only allowed 31 from the Dolphins. The Dolphins, I'm surprised the Dolphins didn't bring it up to like I thought the Dolphins gonna score like 55 or some crazy shit. You know what I mean? But like,
it looked like it. They was playing like it. They was playing like they could have ripped off 50.
I think it's time to tap out. I don't know. But it's time for them to tap out. What are they going to do this season? The Commanders have a better team than us. There's no way that the Cowboys, the Eagles, and the Commanders are going to go along, and then we're going to somehow sneak into the wild card spot. Man, fucking, we're going to have to just hope for either a top 5 draft pick and see what we can get out of it and just keep it moving, man.
Word.
Ed, before I get to you, I agree with that. By the way, Q, 100% that assessment is spot on.
Yes, sir.
I want to play this clip. There's Daniel Jones on the Kay Adams interview by Kay Adams on the Up and Adams podcast about 2 days ago, and he's talking about his injury and potentially playing this Sunday. I want you guys to listen to it, and I want you to tell me what you think about it.
In terms of quarterbacking, from someone who's never been a quarterback, what is the hardest part about like making it through this injury and being able to play?
I think the biggest thing is just dealing with the contact. I think, getting hit in a certain way exposes you, and I think that's the biggest thing. So it's not necessarily, what would prevent me from doing anything, throwing or doing what I need to do, but just, taking a similar hit could affect it.
Yo.
In terms of quarterbacking, from someone who's never
been that's playing again. My bad. Yo, check this out, right? And you guys want to? I wouldn't play him on Sunday, but here's the only stat you got to know before I go to you. Ed, listen, here's the only stat you really need to know. Daniel Jones, right? 100 pressures and 18 sacks in the last 2 games. That's insane, dog.
Hell yeah, man.
Offensive line, you got to do better than that. I know you're banged up, but you got to do better than that, man. He's been sacked 28 times this year, 30 sacks total, 28 for him, two for Tyrod, I believe. 30 times. He's on pace to be for the most QB hits in a regular season
ever.
Worst offensive line, worst pass protection in the NFL. I haven't looked up the run block, but I'm sure it's not great. I was thinking like we've been so bad. I was saying to myself, you know what? Fuck it. We're 1-4. Let's start tanking for Caleb Williams. You know what I'm saying? Get Caleb Williams. I might be off the Danny Jones train, right? But then I'm like, yo, get Caleb Williams for what? So he could fucking take snaps behind the offensive line that's going to get him fucked up too. Stunt his development. Kind of like Sam Darnold, you know what I'm saying? A couple years ago when he had the shitty line with the Jets and that stunted his growth. Hey, what's your assessment on the Giants this year? And moving forward, what do you think is going to happen, man?
Well, like you said about Q, both of you guys spot on. I agree with you guys 100%. I think I'm also off the Daniel Jones train right now for this year because it's I won't say it's his fault 100% because there's a lot of things that comes to football when a team game. But this weekend it just showed, like you guys say, yo, give it up, throw the towel in, stick a fork in them because they done. Yo, they attempted 19 sacks. 19 sacks attempts on Daniel Jones and got sacked 6 times. By halftime, they had 300 plus yards in the air and on the ground. And they finished the game with 524 yards, total yards against the Giants. To the Giants, 268 yards. Like, that is terrible. That, and that's just terrible. They allowed what? They allowed Tua for 300 and something yards. The other running back, Akane, he had 151, I think, something like that. Tyreek Hill had 181, yards, of receiving. Like, they couldn't stop nobody again. It's like I was watching Pop Warner football. Like, they were just playing terrible. And I hate talking about the Giants, negatively, because I love them. I know y'all love them too. But the truth is there. The truth is in the pudding. Like, they just can't play good football right now. Like, we were on a high last year, coach of the year, new system, blah, blah, blah. We get a couple of key pieces. We think, like you said, Cash earlier, we were high. We were high on the Giants, us three, and they just came out flat-footed. So I agree. I think throwing the towel, get this, maybe we could get a top 5, top 3 draft pick and just move forward. You know what I mean? And I'm also scared. I agree with y'all. They shouldn't play Daniel Jones, but I'm also scared that they play Tyrod because I like Tyrod, but he's injury prone too. You know what I mean? He's injury prone too, and he's a much smaller guy. He played pretty well, coming in, but what is he really going to do for us? Like, he's just going to be another crash test dummy for defenses that's going to play the Giants in the next couple of weeks, man. And it's just bad. I just hate to see it.
They're missing tackles. Like, that's like a huge thing. They're missing a lot of tackles. What I will say about the defense, the couple of bright spots, Thibodeau seems to be coming around. I think he got 4 sacks now. I think he's had like 4 sacks in the last couple of weeks, so he's starting to come on. Right, Pinnock, obviously with that legendary pick 6, that was fucking awesome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 102
Darren Waller got more targets this week.
Yes, he did,
but not in the fourth quarter. They went away from him. We had a couple of offensive linemen out. Obviously they're banged up, but like when I'm watching the game last week, right, and I'm looking at the Giants and I'm saying to myself, man, this game, it never felt like we had it. I always felt nervous, but it felt like it's possible we can get it. Then I see not McKinney. What's the rookie the rookie corner? Not Deontay,
Trey Hawkins.
Trey Hawkins. Trey Hawkins lines up. You remember that shit? Lines up with Tyreek Hill, right, on a cover 0, right, no safety help, cover 0, no safety help, right, and gets smoked for 69 yards. I'm like, yo, how does fucking Wink Martindale put a rookie corner with no safety help on
Cheetah,
probably the greatest fucking wide receiver in the last 10 years, maybe, right? There's a lot of, well, I don't know about that. Maybe I'm jumping the window, but one of the greatest. You got Devontae Adams, you got a bunch of different people.
Yeah, he's a weapon. He's a weapon, man. He's
a weapon, man. A-Chain just busting through holes. If you guys watch the game, right? Fuck the stats. I don't even want to look at the fucking stats right now.
Word.
This is what happened. These niggas is knocking off big chunks of yardage, 25-yard runs, 20-yard passes, yards they have to catch. Cutting back, dipping through holes, going all the way to the house. I'm like, yo, like the Giants. This is my assessment. The Giants don't do anything well.
Nope.
Special teams, both sides of the ball, offense or defense. Now, you said you might be off the Danny Jones train, and I feel that way too, because a lot of people don't have good offensive lines, right? And sometimes they make shit work. But I will say this: he's taking a fucking beating, man.
Yes, man.
He's taking a beating, man. So, what do you expect him to do, man? I don't know. It's not looking good. 1-4. I think we tapped out for the year, in my opinion. Joe Shane, Brian Dable, You're on the clock, my brother. You're officially on the clock. The honeymoon is fucking over, man. You
know what I'm saying? And we definitely have to do something. Like, they need to come up with better schemes of on their third downs. If they're going 5 and 17, like they can't just like you that means you had 17 times you had a third down, which obviously we know because it's hard for us just to get a random, it's hard for us just to get a first down between the first two sets of plays. So we going always to third down, and they don't even be like bad third downs, like 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 5. But like, dude, we can't come up with a play that fucking somehow we can get like quick 5 yards because that extends the play, and that's what a lot of people need to understand too. Because the Giants' ball, it was never that long ball. It's that beat you down, run it down your throat, take control of the clock type of football. That's why we were able to beat the Patriots in those 2 Super Bowls, because we were running it down their throat. We were keeping the clock on our side so that you got to keep the ball away from Tom Brady, and especially against like quarterbacks like Tua. You know what I mean? Any good quarterback, they have enough time to do it, man. They're gonna score whatever they need to do, and they're gonna get down the field.
Right.
But it's just like, what do you guys think is going to happen with Gray now? Because now Gray took a bunch of snaps. Obviously, he didn't have much success because we got no offensive line. But what do you think? But what do you think this leads to now?
Well, go.
No, you go. My bad.
I was kind of excited, man, that Gray they had Gray giving up some carries, man, because we had said, I think we had said the week before or maybe the previous week that he was taking all those he was on special teams pretty much the first couple of games of the season.
Yeah.
But I didn't get to see enough of it, man, because they went away from him. They started with him and they went away, and he looked good. He looked like his cuts were good and his jukes were good, and he was kind of finding the holes. I don't think he knocked off like any big yardage. He looked good. I think they should keep going to him. You know what I'm saying? Because Breida. Listen, when you start the season and you have Saquon Barkley in your offense, right? You craft and draw plays for the shit he can do, right? He's dynamic. He does different shit. You could give him a screen pass or check down, and he'll take it to the house. He's just that dynamic of a fucking player, right? You know what I'm saying? He does so many. He's so versatile. There's so many different things. So when you got somebody like Breida, he's a different type of back. You know what I'm saying? He's not the same type of back. We don't know enough about Eric Gray, to be honest with you. But I did like that they gave him a lot of carries. They gave him a couple of carries. You got to also understand. I'm gonna go back to the defense. McFadden was out. He's a key piece of those linebackers. Like I said, Saquon is out. Schmidt was out. We're definitely banged up.
Oh yeah,
we still got to do a better job. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, man, we still got to do a better job, man.
The only bright spot.
Real quick. I'm not to cut you off.
No,
we were in a 3. We talked about this week before. I think we're on some fucking Nostradamus shit. What did we say the week before? They need to go to a 3 wide receiver set. Remember we talked about that? They do that. They did this shit, right? But Jalen Hyatt wasn't part of that. Explain that shit to me. Where the fuck has anyone seen Jalen Hyatt? Because I haven't seen it. What's going on?
He's on the milk carton missing. You know the old school milk cartons that you'd be like miss. That's where he at right now. He's missing.
Is he injured? I mean, I'm being honest. Is there something going on that I don't know about? Like,
I haven't heard no injury when it comes to him.
Not that I'm aware. I did read. I read an article like a week ago when before our episode when we talked about it, and what he basically said was that his job is to just get open, just to give Daniel Jones more looks so that he can get the ball more often. That doesn't sound like he's injured. So now it's making me think like, do you have a problem getting open? Is you just not even are the plays not good for you enough to like that whatever is being ran? Like I have
he's a
no
go
idea.
route nigga. He's strictly a go route nigga to me.
Yeah, man. Maybe he's not fitting the system that they're trying to do right now. Is so much.
Or there's not enough time with people constantly the pressure constantly in Daniel Jones' face for him to get downfield.
See,
but he's not even in the game though. Like I don't remember seeing him. Maybe I'm bugging. I don't remember seeing him in the game.
I agree. See, but then that's when they need to see. But then that's why they have these little slant routes, and that's why I loved Odell Beckham for that because that's what we had Odell Beckham. When Eli used to have a quick, 2-3 seconds to throw the ball, he was throwing a quick little slant to Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham turning that little 3-yard pass into 10, 12 yards, 60-yard touchdown sometimes. And that's what Jalen Hyatt is obviously not to the skill level of Odell Beckham. Maybe he could be in the future. Obviously, he's not at his stature. He's definitely not the same height, right? But if he could do that speed, if he can do what Tyreek Hill does, Tyreek Hill can run a slant all day. And he does do it, but he can also burn you on the outside. Tyreek Hill
can line up in the slide,
you know,
little back shoulder fade outright. He can do all that, take all that shit to that.
And that's what got him going that day too. They caught him on the slot in like in the second quarter, and that's what got him going. And you know, I was like, damn, if they got Tyreek going on the slot now, they're gonna get a bomb. And you know, I spoke a little bit too soon. Boom, the next, like when they got the ball back, 69-yarder to that motherfucker. I was like, God damn, bro. Yo, I just read right now they didn't even target Hyatt last game. They didn't even target him at all.
I didn't understand that. I was so hyped for Hyatt coming in, man, because I was thinking like, yo, he might be like Zay Flowers. You see, Zay Flowers was shaking niggas down up in Baltimore.
Oh man,
you called it.
I'm brilliant.
You called it.
You see the way you see the way who they play? The Steelers play last week, right?
Yeah.
Did you see the way they get? I don't know what kind of route it was, but he caught the ball on the sideline, and the fucking safety was coming over. The DB's coming over. He just hit the brakes on the dude, and the dude flew out of bounds. I'm like, yo, this dude is crazy. Man, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
I thought Jalen Hyatt could be like that.
Some young legs.
Yeah,
and I think he can. I just think, you know, let's keep it a buck. The Ravens do have a better offensive line, and to be honest, in my opinion, I do consider Lamar Jackson a better quarterback than Daniel Jones.
True that.
But Daniel Jones is second in yardage, in rushing yards to Lamar Jackson.
Yo, but you know what's crazy? I'm sorry, Q. I don't mean to cut you off.
I agree with you,
but it's crazy how the line has been so bad for the Giants for DJ to throw that he's looking more like a running back. I said this last episode, like he's running the ball more like he's a running back. Like fuck around, he'll be like our own version of Slash. Remember Slash Cordell Stewart?
He
could be like a Slash right now because that's how many times he's running the ball now, and you can see he's running the ball for his life, and he's getting chunks of yardage. Like he's getting first down after first down with the legs. He just can't get it in the air right now.
And there's no design. It's no design. Like last year, he was having design runs. Everything was calculated. Everything was thought out. Now this is just let me run for my fucking life. You know what I'm saying? And you seen last week against the Seahawks, he the pocket collapsed and Jamal Adams is on his ass. He scrambles. He comes out. He jumps over Adams. Maybe I think he need him, and I think he gave him a concussion.
Yeah.
But had he not had a millisecond went by and he not been able to jump over Adams, he might have got his head taken off, man.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
shit.
You know,
and I think it goes into the play design as well. Like with an offensive line like that, like I keep bringing it back to this. It just reminds me of a younger Aaron Rodgers. And they had a bad offensive line, but they had great running backs. But they still designed these plays to get Aaron Rodgers out of that pocket so fast, and he's running and then throwing the ball like right near the line of scrimmage. Like I think at that point, like if your line is just this bad, I think the organization needs to realize that. And if they're gonna focus, okay, yo, everybody has to fucking block left because you know the strong side or the weak side, and everybody has to focus there. Let's get Daniel to this side, and y'all motherfuckers need to get open, all right? Because we're gonna give you at least 5 seconds. Daniel Jones is gonna run out the pocket, boom, and then you know if that's what they're gonna have to do, because. You know, granted, Aaron Rodgers used to also do it a lot because he was just under pressure. He's just great trying to extend the play. But it wasn't all the time. Sometimes you used to see that happen, and it happens with any of these quarterbacks with legs. Cam Newton used to do it all the time. Michael Vick, you know, like all these guys can extend the play, but also have the play just fuck it. This is collapsing. I'm coming out here. I got enough seconds. It's just I think it's coming at him so fast, and everybody is just getting so stuck. It's just crumbling. It's just crumbling, man. It's like, it's like the New York City's burning again, man.
Hell yeah, man. Yo, the only bright spot I see right now is hell yeah, the Bronx was burning. The only bright spot I've seen right now in reports now coming up into this week is that, you know, Barkley, Shaquan, you know, he's been practicing. He's limited capacity, but, you know, he's still questionable for this game against the Bills. I don't think he should play this game, even if he's healthy, because, you know, to Norvell, I think we're going to lose that game, unfortunately, to the Bills. But I feel like that's a little bright spot that he's like on his way almost, you know, back on the field with us.
But a high ankle, how long has it been? 5 weeks on a high ankle sprain?
He got hurt week 1, right?
Isn't that week 1? Did he play week 1? He played week 1?
Yeah. He got hurt. He got hurt at the end of the game, week 2 against the Cardinals.
Yes.
So it's about a month. I know them high ankle sprains are a little difficult, but I say play him. We got to. I mean, I don't think obviously who we play the Bills this week, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like,
What you know what though?
His face said it all.
Let me pull up this schedule. Let me pull up this schedule. Let's play hypothetical. If they beat the Bills, right? They play who? The Jets.
The Commanders. No, they play the
Commanders. The Jets.
The Jets. Then the Raiders.
Yeah. Then the Cowboys again. Commanders.
The Cowboys.
Patriots.
Okay.
Like, all right. I'll say this: after they play the Commanders, I feel like their schedule gets a little bit easier until they play the Cowboys, because I feel like I feel like they could probably beat the Raiders if depending on which Jimmy Garoppolo is going to go out there, and if they could stop Jacobs and Devontae Adams, which I doubt. But then they play the Cowboys, Commanders, Patriots, Packers, Saints, Eagles, Rams, and the Eagles again. So
all those teams could beat us.
I feel like we're gonna listen.
We're gonna lose bad.
Are we gonna make the playoffs?
Nope.
Obviously, we're not going to make the playoffs, but are we going to make the season respectable? I feel like we're going to figure it out, man. I feel like as bad as it's been, I feel like we're going to figure. We can't be this bad the whole fucking season.
I disagree, man. I disagree. I don't see us being the Bills.
They're too good of coaches, man. We got to get healthy. First of all, we are jumping out the window as we always do, as I always fucking do. But we do have some key fucking injuries, man. Our left tackle. Probably the most important position on the whole fucking offensive side of the ball. Yes or no?
Yes,
right?
Sir. Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Blind side.
It's out. It's out. That's the blind side, right?
Blind side.
And the nigga we run our offense through is out. Our most dynamic playmaker is out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean? Come on, that's a fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? So look, let's say everyone gets healthy, right? Yeah, Q, what you gonna say?
No, because I feel like, but then that's always the excuse. Isn't Andrew Thomas always hurt?
Yeah, true that.
But
isn't Saquon Barkley always fucking hurt? Man, at this point, like, what the fuck, man? So, like, we're just basing our whole season upon niggas that, they're probably going to sit out for 4 to 6 weeks, and we're going to definitely lose those games on top of the games that they play in, and we're still probably going to lose some of those too, because we do have one of the hardest divisions. We got the Eagles and the Cowboys to worry about. But, like, damn.
I'm not too worried about the Cowboys right now.
Not to worry about. We still haven't even played the Eagles, man. Like,
they might be coming back down to earth. The Cowboys. They might be coming back down to earth.
You think so?
Oh no, I definitely.
After that fucking ass whooping they took last week on national fucking television, and I owe this nigga a case of beer because of them bitch ass niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Me, right?
Yeah, you better. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I'll be honest. There's like 12 games left.
Man, that shit is. You can't be an elite team and take a waxing like that on national fucking television, my dude.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like for the Giants, how many games left they got? They got like 12 games, 12 games left. I feel like
Let's go through them.
All right. They got the Bills. They got the Bills.
Win or loss.
I feel like they're gonna lose against the Bills. What you guys feel? What you guys feel?
I agree. More than likely, yeah. You know what I mean? More than likely. Commanders, I feel Commanders are winnable, even if Commanders are playing defense.
Yes, but not twice. Not twice, maybe one out of the two.
All right, let's say okay, so let's look. Let me write this down. Let's say
and just base it off the statistics. We'll say we usually split the Cowboys and the Commanders.
So let's say loss to the Bills, win to the Commanders, right?
And then they
Jets. The I think they're gonna beat the Jets. I know niggas
are
gonna
beat the Jets.
I think they're gonna beat the Jets, man. We're gonna get into the Jets in a minute, but I think they're gonna beat the fucking. I think we're gonna flip a switch, man. I'm telling you. I don't think we're gonna go to playoffs, but I think we're gonna make it respectable. I'm gonna put down a win for the Jets.
Okay.
Right? I don't trust Zach Wilson. That offense, we're gonna get into that in a minute, but that offense doesn't produce any touchdowns in the red zone.
So right now, were you saying that they're gonna lose to the Bills, beat the Commanders and Jets? That will be at 2-5.
Yep. I think they're gonna beat. Here goes. I think they're gonna beat the Raiders. I know everyone. I know the whole comment section is killing me right now. I'm just keeping it a buck. They're gonna beat the Raiders. They're gonna lose to the Cowboys.
I think we beat the Raiders.
Yeah, we're gonna then we'll lose to the Cowboys. Then I think we're gonna lose to the Commanders just on some divisional rivalry shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We could beat the Patriots.
Could beat the Patriots. Patriots is trash.
I feel like we could beat the Packers.
Could beat the Packers. Packers ain't playing good ball right now.
The Saints is different. The Saints got a lot of weapons.
Yeah, I'm gonna say an L to the Saints.
And then after the Saints, they got the Eagles.
L to the Eagles.
Then they got the Rams. The Rams are in disarray.
Nah, the Rams is actually playing decent.
Rams is playing some good ball. Hell yeah.
And I think they get a Cooper Cup back, right?
Cooper
came back
already.
Yeah, he came back. Okay.
The Eagles last week. Yeah.
All right, because I haven't been paying attention to them because Cooper's out. So I was like, they're not
like one of the best teams in the league, but they're playing decent ball.
Yeah,
then we got the Eagles.
And the Eagles
I'm gonna say we beat the fucking Eagles at the end of the season.
If they sit everybody down, I hate the Eagles.
Just on some divisional. Yo, New York, man. Come on, man. Where we at, New York?
On some real shit, son. I'm gonna be honest, yo. I fucking hate the Eagles, man. Bro. Fuck Philadelphia.
Nah, I fucking hate the Eagles too.
You gotta be real.
Yo, but you
do. I'll be in Philly. I'll be talking shit to these dudes, the beards and the whole nine. I'll be repping the town. And why? So we're gonna beat the fucking Eagles, man. Shout out to all my Philly niggas.
When's the last time the Giants beat the Eagles? When's the last time the Giants beat the Eagles?
I think we had
next week. 2 weeks from now. That's the last time. Back to the future, nigga. Let's go.
Yo, Cash, I gotta call you out. You always shout out Philly niggas. Yo, fuck that. Fuck G.
Nah, fuck the Philly niggas.
Come to New York and get a chopped cheese.
Nah. On the sports shit, I'm on some New York shit. But on some on some regular shit, I got peoples out there, Philly niggas, and they in some hip hop shit too. But fuck the Eagles though.
Yeah, yo,
it's all about the Giants, nigga.
Damn, son.
Word up.
So Cash, what do you got the Giants at then? What is that, like a 7-9 season or something like that? 7-10.
That's respectable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, something like that.
If we can end it like that, that's respectable. But
that's. It's not even respectable. It's just righting some of the fucking wrongs and fucking, not crashing the fucking ship all the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. And it's a flip from last season because last season we went 9-7, right? So if we go 7-9, that's just 2 wins away from the record we had last year. I'll be honest, like thinking forward with the Giants, I feel like Saquon out the door. I don't see him re-signing with the Giants. I feel like he out the door. He gonna find out.
I don't know. He don't see him signing or the Giants signing him.
It could go both ways because it depending on.
He's a Jersey nigga.
Yeah, but
because
you play. But sometimes just because you're playing for your hometown doesn't mean I could go somewhere else and win a chip. Like at the end of the day, everybody wants that
give him the bag though. Who gonna give him the bag though?
You'll be surprised. There'll be teams that will give him the bag. Like Buffalo. Buffalo don't have a known name of running back, and Buffalo been in the works. With Saquon for a while,
I hope he don't go. I'm emotionally attached to Saquon Barkley. Fuck that. I love hometown niggas. You know what I'm saying? I love hometown niggas. I understand it hurt. I understand he gets hurt. I know that. Fuck all that. I fucks with Saquon, man.
I love Saquon too, man. I love Saquon, but
I'm not a GM. I don't worry about the business. I'll leave it to your other nerdy podcasts to do all that. You know what I'm saying? This is barbershop shit. Saquon, come fuck with us. You know what I mean?
Word. Stay home, bro. Stay home. But I'm just trying to be like, I won't say realistic because I can't predict the future. I'm not Ed Adamus. But it's just,
I'm not Nostradamus.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully you keep on. I'm
Questadamus then.
Y'all remember the movie? Y'all remember that movie Cop Out with Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan? Remember that part where Tracy Morgan's like, "Oh, this is what my mom used to say. My son is a genius." Genius. That's gonna be y'all too. I'm gonna say that by y'all. If you keep Saquon, I would be like, these niggas is geniuses because
that's not logic. That's emotion by me. That's not logic. But you know what? Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like I'm a beer drinking, wing eating, screaming at the TV, breaking the fucking PlayStation controller and fan, dog. I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not like Mike Greenberg or fucking Dan Orlando. I'm fucking cash, nigga.
Hell yeah.
I bleed this blue shit. You feel me? This is Daniel Jones shit. You feel? I don't want to turn around because you know what I mean. But you know what I mean.
I feel you, bro.
Let's see. I don't see that happening. I don't see him coming back to New York. And if I do,
why money wise? Why? Can you tell me why?
I think it's gonna be because of the money wise, and I think the team is starting to realize he's injury prone. I think they hit the nail on the head. I think every look at the contract that Jonathan Taylor signed. It wasn't nothing crazy. It was damn near the same type of contract we were giving Saquon, and Jonathan Taylor's 3 years younger than him.
And he's healthy.
Saquon's better than Jonathan Taylor, though.
No, yeah, of course, but he's also 3 years younger and always healthy, man. Yo, I would take a Jonathan, and I'm not, and people don't fucking. I drafted Saquon Barkley whenever I got the chance in any fantasy fucking league, whether it was my first round pick. He was the first dude because that's how hard of a Giants fan I am, and that's how I respect his game, his swag, his mentality, and especially his talent. He's a fucking athlete. But I'm just thinking like how the Giants are going to be thinking because they try to sign him for supposedly for $14 million a year. He declined it, ended up accepting 11. He just got hurt. What the fuck? Like, what do you think? The contract is still going to be $15 million a year next year?
What if they tag him? It's going to be a little bit more, right? It's going to be like
it's going to probably like $12 million. I think it goes up like $500 to $1 million a year. But still, you think you see him accepting $12 million? Like maybe if he feels like fuck it, I fucked up last year, I missed some games. That's the only mentality because he's a smart kid.
I think that's what the market. Yes, man. I think so. I think he takes that. I think he has no choice.
Me is just.
If he's looking for the money, if he's looking to win, then that's another story.
Yeah, that's the
thing.
If
he's looking for the money, that's around market value, right? Is it not?
Yeah, that's the thing for me when it comes to Saquon. Like at this point, sometimes it's not all about the money. I know the kid wants his bread, but at the end of the day, everybody want that bling. And is the Giants really gonna get good in 2-3 years?
Yeah,
I think to get that bling.
I'm not ready to count Joe Shane in them out. I thought, listen, talking. We spent a lot of time with Giants. We're going to transition, but this is the last thing. I thought coming into the season, right? Emotion aside, right? Emotion is like, yeah, the Giants are going to win the Super Bowl. They're going to be great. Logically, I was like, they probably overachieved last year. Just looking at the lineup and everything. You know what I'm saying? But I think at some, I think within the next year or two, yeah, they're going to figure this out. Absolutely, they're gonna figure this out.
I'm hoping.
I have faith in Joe Shane. Look at him and Dable did it up in Buffalo, man. They built that team up there. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Now they're slightly shaking, their windows closing a little bit up in Buffalo, but they're still a playoff team, right?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah, and you're right. And also, y'all made a great point the last couple of weeks. If we get a guy like T. Higgins, if we sign that big wide receiver, that number one wide receiver,
we need that bad.
Yeah, so if you add a guy like T. Higgins or Mike Evans, even though if he's on the back end of his career, and you got Wallace still, you got Saquon, you fix the line because come on, like let's be honest, the Giants has been rebuilding that line since last time we won the Super Bowl. And that's what been like. How many like a whole full decade?
11, 12 years.
Yeah, 11, 12 years. Exactly. A whole fucking decade and change. Yeah. Like they've been fixing that line. So if they fucking finally fix that line, get some big hitters, we could be some shakers.
Well, actually, to keep it a bug, we didn't even have that bad of a line that season.
Yeah,
like our line started depleting around 2000, like 15, 16, because to be honest, that's why Eli retired early. Eli had probably like another 2 more years in it. And he was getting beat the fuck up last 5 years on the Giants. You know what I mean? Like,
you're right. He didn't want to wind up like Kurt Warner. Remember when Kurt Warner played with us? Kurt Warner's like, yo, we getting fucked up. Let the young people.
That's when Eli was a young boy. But remember they started Geno over Eli?
Yeah, I hated that song.
Who was that? That was McAdoo? Who was that?
Yeah.
Was it McAdoo?
Oh, no, was it Pat Schumer?
No, it wasn't Pat Schumer. It was I think it was Joe Judge.
Joe Judge. God, I hated that guy, son.
It might have been Judge or McAdoo, I think. One of them. I want to say McAdoo though.
Smackadoo, like my man Q said.
Macadoo.
Macadoo. Yeah, that's what he said. Macadoo.
But imagine that goes to show you systems and schemes are vital. You know what I'm saying? Look at Pete Carroll's system. What's his name?
Geno Smith.
Geno Smith is an all-pro quarterback in Pete Carroll's system. He wasn't that over here. He wasn't that with the Jets, right? That goes to show you how important schemes and systems are. You know what I'm saying? But imagine he started doing this thing and we kept him here. We wouldn't have to worry about none of that quarterback shit. And everyone was upset about and rightfully so. He was our guy. He'll never have to pay for a drink again in New York. He gave us 2 Super Bowls. That's my guy. I love you, Eli. You know what I'm saying? But
I love you, Elijah.
Him, you know what I mean? But anyway, listen, we spent like 30 minutes on the Giants. You want to close it out, Q? Go ahead, go.
No, that's it, man. I have nothing else to say about this fucking team, man. I love them. I love them to death. They make me angry, but I love them, man. That's it.
Word up.
Yo, I'm actually drunk on Drunk Sports Talk this week. I'm usually nice.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's nice, buzzed up drunk sports. This is Drunk Sports Talk for real today.
And no lie, you know, I agree with Q. I love the Giants too. You know, if any Giant player
you're a Jet fan, stop capping.
I'll be green, nigga. No, but if any Giant player watches our podcast, we love y'all. We just, you know, we just want y'all to, you know, play better. That's all. You know, I know it's hard. It's difficult.
We love y'all for real.
We love y'all, man. Y'all New York. Y'all represent us.
100%. Talk. Speaking about New York. There's some other guys who play in our building, MetLife, because that shit is our building. The Jets.
Thanks.
I'm not sure what to think of the Jets, man. I'll be honest with you. 1 week I'm like, oh, they're trash. The other week I'm like, oh, they could go to the playoffs. You know, obviously they lost Aaron Rodgers. You know, that's a hell of a fucking loss. You know what I'm saying? That'll fuck your whole season up. Zach Wilson, you know, they was killing him.
Oh yeah.
But give him credit. He went into Denver under a lot of fucking pressure. You know, he played good in the Kansas City game, but he goes into Denver under a lot of pressure. And it was somewhat of an ugly game, right? It wasn't beautiful. He did some good things. He did some bad things. But like I said, I'm not sure what to think about the Jets. I'm still, you know, still on the fence about them. Ed, talk to me about the Jets. What's your assessment on them thus far, and what do you think about them moving forward, man?
So you're Jets winning the Super Bowl now. I'm just fucking with that.
100%. Open the window. I'm out.
Well, fuck it. When y'all jump out, I'm gonna close it.
That's it. You gonna close it and go sit back down.
That's it.
I'm gonna sit back down. Like these niggas is smiling.
This nigga Aaron Rodgers coming back early from the Achilles. They make it.
Let's go.
Yo, we about to trade for Michael Irvin.
Chuck is gonna sew his own fucking Achilles back up. He'll be out there next week. Let's go.
No, but also real shit. I agree too. I'm on the same boat with you. It's like the Giants. I mean, the Giants. See, we spoke so much about Giants. I still got Giants in my head. The Jets. They you can see the defense is getting like to that defense they were last year because you know Zach did what he had to do, but he to me I felt like he had a bad game because he didn't even throw a touchdown. He just did what he had to do to get the team into score position. But shout out to
he game managed in your opinion.
Yes, game managing, yes. But shout out to the brightest spot on that team is Breece Hall coming back from that injury last. He is killing. That boy is balling, bro.
What they call him? Breece Lightning.
Yeah, Breece Lightning. You know what I mean? He's Beast Mode 2.0.
That's a dope ass nickname.
Breece Lightning, yo. He had what? He had 22 carries, 177 yards, and he ran for a 72-yarder. Just bolted on them, you know.
And he almost caught another one. Remember the other one? He cut back, and I think the DB just caught his leg, and he was like,
out again. Yeah, exactly. So that dude is a bright spot. Shout out to him. You know, they don't even need Cook because he came back so healthy. He
ain't doing shit.
He ain't doing nothing. Like we could use that motherfucker for trade bait. You know what I mean? And you know, the only bad thing is that Zach is not really moving the ball. He's game managing, like you said, but he's not really moving the ball because he has some offensive weapons, man. You got Garrett Wilson out there, you know, Lazard, Conklin. You got all these guys. I heard recently that Hardman, they're not even using Hardman at all. I
think they're gonna trade. Yeah, they're gonna. And I thought that Hardman would be like a really good red zone threat. Yeah. I thought they could use him, but for whatever reason, I'm you're hearing like rumors and shit. I don't know how true this is, but like he's not working hard. He's slacking off. That's why he can't get on the field. But go ahead, man.
I mean, do you blame him though? Like if your quarterback was Zach Wilson, and you come into the Jets because you think Aaron's going to be the guy throwing you the ball. And, you know, Aaron is known for the 4 or 5 wide receiver sets because he used to do it in Green Bay a lot. You know what I mean? You come to this team, like, you see Zach Wilson, like, are you going to put it all when the kid can't do shit? You know what I mean?
You know, that was the narrative last year on him. Like, you know, fuck him. They was all wearing a Mike White jersey. Remember this one wearing a Mike White jersey?
Yeah.
And you know, he was arrogant. He had the headband on the whole bit, right? We talked about this last week. Yeah. But this year, I think
he matured.
And I think they're rallying around him. You saw Lazard and Cobb come up to him at the end of the game. I feel like they're trying to uplift him. They're trying to prop him up. They're trying to give him that confidence. You know what I'm saying? And it's translating a little bit. I'm on the fence about Zach, so I'm not sure what he is, man. looking at him,
not that guy, bro. He's still not that guy. I'm sorry to cut you off, Cash.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that.
He has more intos than touchdowns. You know what I mean? 5 intos, 4 touchdowns. He's just not that guy, bro. He's just not that guy. He's a good quarterback. I won't even say good. He's not even decent. He's just that type of guy, like, to set you up in certain positions for your running back. Like, you know, if he does whatever he has to do, like little shakedown throws here and there, and just give the fucking ball to Brees and let Brees do what he do, then they could go somewhere. And I know their second half of the season, they got an easy ass schedule. You know what I mean? So that could probably help them out a little bit because mostly the defense. But look who they just lost. Didn't they lose another offensive lineman, Vera Tucker?
Vera Tucker. You know what I mean? Big fucking loss.
You know what I mean?
He's so fucking look. Yo, you know how much of a loss that is? He can play both sides. He can play right or left. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's versatile. But
exactly.
Q, I want you to chime in on this. What are we talking about here, man? Jets.
Remember, I was watching that game. I was like, yo, I want to fucking go on tonight. So I didn't go on tonight. Game had me hyped because it's fucking after the Giants game. Plus, I was a little tipsy from the wedding. But what I
little.
See, yo,
a little.
He was on point, though. He was on point. I can't lie. He was on point.
You supposed to be tipsy at a wedding. Absolutely.
He was lit, but he was on point. Yo, I was laughing. I'm sorry. I know Q gotta say his take, but just for shits and giggles, I was laughing because Cash was trying to test you, Q, and Q was like, yo, I'm on point. I was like, yo, I'll keep it a buck. I didn't see this game, I didn't see that, but this nigga had this many yards, this touchdown. I was like, yo, man, Q.
I was making shit up just so we didn't have to do it. Yo. I was like, you know what I'm saying? How many Gatorades did a water boy bring out after the first quarter? I was giving this again.
Yo, my man Q was on point like hard nipples that day. I was like,
he was on point.
Yo, man, you gotta stay when you do.
That's a pause, by the
way. We always on point, man. We always on point at Drunk Sports Talk. But what I did see is, I definitely think the team, Corral, like you said, Cash. I think the team they're starting to actually not believe in him, but they're starting to believe in each other. Mm-hmm. And that's when you can take an average quarterback, because you don't need a superstar quarterback to win games, man.
True that.
Like, a lot of people don't understand. You do not need that. In my opinion, it's the defense that wins these games. And then the average quarterback could just take you to score a touchdown or two. That's it. Don't need to go crazy. 260 yards. Yo, let our running backs do what they got to do. Maybe 150 combined rushing yards and just take it there and let the defense show it out and fucking hold on to the ball. That's Giants ball right there. Right. But I do see the game slowing down for Zach Wilson. I do, even though he threw that interception. I do see him slowing it down. He went 19 for 26. That is a great way to put it. Bad. Yeah, that's not that bad. I feel like he's probably starting 199 yards. You know, like that's not that bad. Maybe next week, let's try to get you to 250. But then again, he could have probably threw 300 this week if Brees Hall didn't fucking run 177. You know what I mean? We got to put that in perspective too. You don't really need to throw over 200 or any interceptions if you got Brees Hall just fucking running it down your fucking throat, bro. And then your defense is over here scoring pick sixes and fumbling, and you know what I mean? Like it's just an insane dynamic. And then it's kind of sad because it almost makes you think, like, what would have really happened if Aaron Rodgers was here, number one, and number two, is Zach Wilson going to improve? Zach Wilson still needs to improve. He's seeing greater things. He's making better decisions on the field. He's believing in his team. His team looks like they're reciprocating that. And if that continues, this is going to be a scary team in the upcoming 3-4 weeks. You know, it is going to be a scary team because as soon as that shit clicks, the shit just clicks. And the next thing you know, it's like magic. Yes. You know, and then if Aaron Rodgers comes back, like, you know, if he finished the year off strong, that's a decision that the Jets got to do. But in my opinion, you know, like if he finishes the season and he's like, damn, he fucking got it on lock and they fucking go on like 6-7 game winning streak, like who knows what could happen? Who could tell? But I do see him. I can't say if he's still the guy yet, but I do see he's making improvements. I feel like he's trying. I feel like he's not that same Zach Wilson we saw last year. You know, that little piece of shit. And obviously that team is not treating him that way neither. You know, and the game is also coming to him as well. And and now he's starting to pick up the schemes that they built this team around for a totally different quarterback, and now he's starting to like apply that knowledge and that, you know, and his talent and into the plays that he has to do to get his team to win. That's the overall goal, to win these fucking games, man. He has to play his heart out.
I agree 100%. I agree 100%. And to jump on, to piggyback on what you said, that you don't need a star caliber quarterback. You just need your defense, and you just to, you know, do what you got to do to get your team in score position. That reminded me of one quarterback. Trent Dilfer. Yes. Worst Super Bowl I ever seen in my life, because, you know, our Giants got smacked. But Trent Dilfer was trash, bro. I'm sorry. I'm no quarterback. I'm no NFL player, you know, whatever. But Trent Dilfer was whack, and he got a fucking Super Bowl because of that, a dynamic defense.
Rex Grossman. I mean, they didn't win the championship, but they went to the Super Bowl.
Exactly,
you know
and they almost won it too. They almost won it. You know what I mean? You could go down a list of terrible quarterbacks that went to the Super Bowl and won because, you know, their defense or whatever. So maybe the Jets could pull it off too. But, you know, one thing I've been hearing is that a name that they've been dropping out a lot is Kirk Cousins. You know what I mean? Because Minnesota not playing very well right now, and they just lost Justin Jefferson. I've been hearing Kirk Cousins' name swirl a lot. So what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think if the Jets wind up trading for Kirk? Is he going to be just a rental, or he could, you know, be the next guy if Aaron doesn't come back fully healthy next year, and then they give up on Zach? Or like, what do y'all feel about all those rumors swirling about Kirk Cousins?
No, all right. So before I get to Kirk, I'm gonna put that over here for one second. I just want to I'm gonna tie it all in. But in terms of Zach, for much of the game, you know, during the KC game, it looked like Nathaniel Hackett, you know, was kind of. Remember we talked about opening up the. Hold on. All right, good night, baby. We talked about Nathaniel Hackett opening up the playbook, right? And it looked like he took the straps off him a little bit and let him be free. Yeah. This game, it looked a little bit like he locked him back down and said, "I want you to be a game manager." We talked about that, right? The thing with Zach is, I feel like when he's like towards the end of the half, they were playing that 2-minute drill hurry up offense. You remember that shit? Yeah. And when he doesn't think, he's methodical. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's moving the ball. He's just good throws. He looks great. When he doesn't have time to think, he looks great. When he has time to think, I think he overthinks. He doesn't read his progressions well. You know, he misses a lot of throws. So I think that, like you said, when you said this, you did it perfectly. The game is starting to slow down for him, 100%. You can see that slowly. The game is starting to slow down for him. I agree with that 100%. He has some good plays. He missed Garrett Wilson on a play that could have been a touchdown. But there was one play, you guys remember this. I want to bring this up. About 19 seconds left, and the half, they're driving down the field. They were trying to get in field goal range. He misses an inside throw to CJ Uzuma. Yes. Should have been on the sideline, but it's more towards the middle of the field. Now, at that time, what are you supposed to do in that? You have to get out of bounds to stop the clock, correct? Yeah. That's a big time mental mistake, right? Not only that, after that happens, now they got to run to the line of scrimmage and spike the ball to stop the clock so they can get a field goal, right? Yeah. They don't get to the fucking line of scrimmage in time. So it's these little mental fucking mistakes he's making. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That I believe that will come with time. But let's give him some credit. Yeah. He was 6 of 9 on third downs last week. That's pretty fucking good. You know what I'm saying? Better than the motherfucking Giants. You know what I'm saying?
5 for 17.
Yeah, oh shit.
Right? He made some good throws. He made some bad throws. I felt he was more confident. Offense still needs a lot of work, right? In a nutshell, 5 trips to the red zone, no touchdowns for whatever reason, right?
Yeah. He's maturing. He's maturing. You can tell he matured from last season.
Now let's talk about Kirk Cousins, right? And let's bring this in. Kirk Cousins, I mean, I say no on Kirk Cousins, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when first I thought about it, like, yeah, let's get Kirk Cousins in here. 1, he has a no trade clause I hear. 2, let the kid develop a little bit more. We're starting to see some good things with him. You know what I'm saying? Is he perfect? No. You know what I'm saying? It's his 3rd year, and you're starting to think, is he more Jamarcus Russell or is he more fucking Joe Burrow? He's somewhere in the fucking middle, right?
Nigga Tim Couch.
You know what I'm saying? I say no. What is Kirk Cousins gonna come in here and do?
I mean,
what is he gonna do? He's not
score some touchdowns. Or is he? I mean, come on. You think he's not, you think if he don't come here, he won't do better than Zach?
Well, listen, okay. He comes in. Let's say we trade from this week, right? How long is it going to take for him to get used to that offense and that playbook? 3 to 4 weeks, right?
True that.
At least, right?
True that, yes.
So now you're missing a quarter of the fucking season, whatever the fucking is, right? And then Kirk Cousins to me is a slightly above average quarterback, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big Kirk Cousins guy. Why not let this kid develop? We don't know how much longer Aaron Rodgers is going to be around, right? True. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Let him get in there. Let him get some confidence. Aaron's probably only going to play one year. You know what I'm saying? 2 tops. And let's see what this kid got, man. I think I'm not mad at this kid, man. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people say he doesn't understand the playbook and you know, he's not a great QB, but what I've been saying, and I'm with you, Q. I think that he's starting to improve, and I don't pull the rug from under him now. Mm-hmm. Let's uplift him and prop him up and see what he can do. Now if he goes out there and shits the bed next week, that's a whole nother fucking story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I agree with you 100% on both of y'all takes, because you know I said it last week with Larry. I saw the maturity. You know, I saw what they did last year with him, that he was not holding himself accountable on his play, on his bad play. Mm-hmm. This year, you could see, especially last week, because he outdueled Pat Mahomes. He outdueled, and me and Larry, we both said it. Nobody's outdueled Mahomes since college. Since college, he's the first QB to do. So you could see the maturity. But just because of that, I just can't be like, yeah, he's gonna be the guy for the Jets right now. You know, I just don't trust him. Like, I've seen too much of him.
I don't trust him either, but I say enough good things, I think, like a couple of weeks ago, I was like, oh, he's trash. He's trash.
Cape over a garbage can.
Give him props. He made some bad plays, but every time he makes a bad play, he makes an outstanding play. You're like, oh, this kid. First, you're like, oh, this kid is trash. Get this fucking clown out of here. And then he makes a crazy throw because he got a crazy gun and he's accurate. You know what I'm saying? And then he'll make a crazy pass. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be like, yo, this kid could be so good. Yeah. So, you know, like, we don't know yet. But I'm thinking, like, you know, did we talk about confidence last week? Confidence is everything, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I go on the court right now and I could be crazy nice, but if I have no confidence, I look like trash.
Yeah, you said that last week. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. The only thing I wish the Jets, and I'm sorry to cut you off, my brother. I apologize.
You're good.
The only thing I wish the Jets would do for Zach Wilson is open up the playbook for what he was known for coming out of college into the NFL.
Yeah.
He was a runner. You know what I mean? If he didn't have, the first down, he didn't have this guy. He used to run. He used to use his legs. And the kid is not using his legs. And if he is, he's just the confidence. He's not using the confidence to use his legs like he used it in BYU. That's why I was so hype on him when he was coming in. I'm like, oh shit, we got a guy that can run. He's like a Russell Wilson 2.0 type shit, but they're just not letting him do that. I don't know why. I don't know if Hackett is not known for that in his system or whatever, or they don't want him to do that so he don't get hurt. But I wish they gave him the leeway to do that. You know what I mean? I don't got this guy open. I don't got that guy open. Let me fucking run it. You know what I mean? Like that.
I think it's too late. I think it's too late right now this season.
Yeah.
Because then you know what goes in that type of playbook is something that's totally different against everything. Because like when you start opening up your quarterback to start running the ball, now you have to start having like a ton of play action. You're gonna do a ton of option plays, whether or not he's gonna. Because then if you're not, then it kind of just defeats the purpose. If he's just gonna like choose a play to run the ball, I mean, for him just to run the ball. If you really want to trick a fucking defense, you're gonna have to have that option. Whether it's either gonna be Wilson running the ball, it's gonna be Hall.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But bringing in Kirk Cousins, I don't think it's gonna save anything. But we got to see what this kid can really do. You know, and that's what I said weeks ago when he came in. Obviously, he's gonna shit the bed. That's what happens. You got to understand. It's a second year, and he didn't even get a whole year to play yet. So we don't even know what he could really do. Third year, his college days. Well, that's what I mean. But to me, this is like his second year. He's never really played. All he's been doing was playing behind, and then he'll play 1 week and then play another week, and then it's Mike White, and then it's Zach Wilson, and it's Mike White, and it's Zach Wilson. It's like, damn,
Joe
bro,
Flacco,
it's Joe Flacco. It's like, who the it's like, yo, who the fuck is the quarterback, man? You just don't do that, man. You just these guys ain't basketball players. You can't just sit down Randall and put an Obi Toppin and then switch them both. Like, yo, man, like we're gonna have Mike White and Zach Wilson out there at the same time.
You gotta have some type of continuity always,
you know, and that's how it divines the plays. But I feel like he can do it, and I don't even put nothing against him, even if he doesn't play that bad. But look, he didn't even do that. Look, he almost outplayed Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
you know, he had more yards, just didn't have no touchdown. But then again, I would expect Russell Wilson to get down to the red zone and do what he got to do, bro. He's a Super Bowl quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He better get to the red zone.
The O-line, though, the O-line is super bagged up, though, bro. Like, you know
for the Broncos or the Jets?
No, for the Jets, man. Makai's questionable. We talked about Vera Tucker. Okay. Yo, I can't stress how much of a loss that is. Vera Tucker's out for the fucking year. Tippmann's back in. Dwayne Brown's getting ready to come back. Dwayne Brown is a turnstile, right? Yeah. He's the equivalent of fucking Evan Neal. You know what I'm saying? So watch that, because you know, in the development, you gotta give him time. You know what I'm saying? So like, is he gonna be running for his fucking life? Is he gonna take a fucking beating? We're gonna see how the offensive line holds up this week. That's key. That's what it starts for everybody.
I agree there too. The only good highlight too I like too is that they started the rookie last week. The guy that they drafted this year, the offensive lineman. I forgot his name. Big boy from No Homo from I forgot what college he went to.
Tomlinson? You talking about Tomlinson? Who you talking about? Not Tomlinson.
I forgot his name. Big boy that they drafted, I think, from Wisconsin. O lineman. I think in the 3rd, 4th round or some shit like that. 2nd round I forgot what round. I'll be honest. I don't know the fucking stats. You know, if y'all want to hear the right stats, go to ESPN, go somewhere else. You know what I mean? But I felt like that was a big bright spot for them. But losing Vera Tucker, that's just fucked up. Like, will Breece Hall continue, you know, getting the chunk of yardage that he was getting the last couple of weeks without Vera Tucker in there? You know, like, how are they gonna use the offensive line? Because isn't Brown hurt, or they just benched him?
He's hurt.
He's hurt, right? You got Vera Tucker out. You got
Dwayne Brown. Dwayne Brown is trash.
He is. And I thought he was gonna do better. Because, you know, he used to be good. He was at one point he was a good O lineman, but I don't know what it is. Maybe injuries piled up, old age, you know, because I don't know what it is, but it's just bad right now. It's just bad right now when it comes to that O-line, man. It's just bad. I wish the O-line was way better. I was arguing with my coworker, with one of my coworkers. He was like, "You need an O-line. You need an O-line." I'm like, "I fuck an O-line," but you know, just as me being naive, you need a fucking O-line in the NFL, man.
We'll see what happens though, man. We'll see. Oh, you talking about Joe Tippmann? Yeah. Joe
Tippmann. That's his name. Yes. Where he from? Wisconsin, right? He came out of Wisconsin. There you go. See?
Tippmann. Yeah. He's gonna be on the right side this week. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. I don't know, man. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna reserve my right to judge anymore. But listen, like I said, I'm a Giants fan, but I root for the Jets too. You know what I'm saying? We all New York here, man. You know what I'm saying? So I wish them the best. We're gonna. Who do they play this week again?
Who, the Jets?
The Jets?
Yeah.
The Patriots, no?
No, the Eagles.
The
Eagles. Yeah.
Beat the Eagles, Jets.
LL Cool
help us.
Big L. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're gonna lose this week, but hopefully
the Eagles are they undefeated right now, but they're not playing like they were last year. They just winning the games. Like,
everyone's saying that, but they 5-0.
Yeah, they are. They are. But remember last year? Who had a good record like that last year, winning games like just by the same way or the same margin? Remember Vikings last year? The Vikings were the 4th quarter comeback kids. They were winning games by skim. And look what happened in the first round of the playoffs. They lost to us, baby.
They lost. No doubt.
The Eagles is kind of going down that route. The Eagles is, and there's a lot of like inside turmoil that a lot of people are not talking about the Eagles. You know what I mean?
But did you see AJ Brown stunting last week?
Yeah, man.
Catching, looking like fucking Inspect the Gadget, nigga, arm coming fucking out to the sky, grabbing balls and shit. I'm like, yo, AJ Brown. See, those big time playmakers, man, gotta have them dudes, man. Our playmaker is not in the game right now. Our playmaker is who? Bark, right? You know what I'm saying? So it goes. You gotta have. You know, you can have the best schemes, You know, but you got it comes down to the offensive line and them playmakers, man. The niggas you can't check. You know what I'm saying? The niggas you line up with, and you're like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's that dude right there, man. I'm scared of that guy.
Like Josh Norman and Odell Beckham back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like
I love that
type
beef.
of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I love that beef when he was with
I love that.
Was with Carolina, right? When they were having that beef. I love that, bro.
And then he's with
Washington after that.
Washington for a minute. Yeah. But yo, we spent a whole hour on football, which I love, man. But we got to transition into the Knicks, man. I love these motherfuckers, man. I'm a Knicks fan like a motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? I get mad at these niggas. But I'm back in love with these niggas again because look, you know what? Everybody's shitting on Leon Rose, including myself, because I'm gonna be the first one to say I'm an emotional fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. There's no logic in my shit at all. Everybody's shitting on them because they haven't made the big move, but they have 9 or 10 draft picks, and they have. I think I heard a stat to that. I think Evan and Tiki said, or somebody said. They have the 14th highest cap in the league. So they're middle of the pack. So they have a shitload of money to spend. Yo, listen, bravo to Leon Rose, World Wide West, and the rest of the motherfuckers up in the office. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
We are in position now. Is somebody gonna come here? That's yet to be seen. But we're in position to make a fucking move. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So good for them, because for years we've been capped out and fucked up in the game, giving niggas bad contracts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was mad about the Donovan trade, but now that I'm looking back, good fucking job, because this motherfucker was trying to hose us. You know what I'm saying, Danny Ainge? Fuck Danny Ainge. Fuck Pat Riley too.
Word. Fuck that.
But here's the thing with the Knicks, right? I saw the preseason game the other day. Got a chance. You got a chance to see how they look after a long season. DiVincenzo, even though he's kind of cold to start off, but I'm gonna give him a pass because he's ingratiating himself in the offense, and you know, give him a pass. We know he can shoot the lights out and everything. Jericho Sims it seems to be in Tom Thibodeau's good graces, right?
Why?
Maybe
why though?
I don't know.
Why is he still occupying a roster spot?
You don't defensively and athletically. He's not a bad fit. We need another 4. All right, you know what? Go ahead. What are you talking about?
Let's talk about Jericho Sims. I want to just talk about Jericho Sims right now. I'm sorry, I don't mean.
All right, I'm with this shit. Go ahead, let's go.
But really, what is about Jericho Sims that he's still possessing a roster spot on the Knicks? All right, he came out of Texas, very athletic. But what has he been doing on the Knicks? I don't see it.
You
educate me, because I don't see it. All I have in my visual.
What are you looking at though, in terms of what you don't see? What offensively? Yeah, he's not developed yet. But he's athletic. He jumps out the gym.
Yeah, he
plays some defense.
He does, and he athletically he took himself out the dunk contest. That's how bad he was. But
he could jump. He could jump like a motherfucker, man.
He can. But he did terrible in that dunk contest. But that's not even that. I just don't see the true. Maybe I'm just not paying attention to Jericho, and I haven't seen him play enough. When it comes
he's
to
not a superstar though. He's a role player.
But the thing about me is that the Knicks could use that for somebody else. Could use that roster spot for somebody else.
Who at the 4? Because I'm looking at their roster right now, right?
Because he's a center. So you put him at the 4. You think he's that talented to play the 4?
He's gonna get minutes at the 4 because you got Mitch and you got Hartenstein. Right?
I love Hartenstein. That's my guy, bro.
Hartenstein.
I call him and Josh Hart the Hart Foundation. You know what I mean? I love Hartenstein. Because the thing about
Hart though, how come Hart didn't play? Though was he even there?
He's gonna get minutes at the 4, but I'm not all the way on board with that shit though.
Me either. He's a small
I'm not. I don't. That small ball shit is cool and spots. That's how I look at it, right? It's cool in spots, right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody does play small ball, but then you're gonna have to fucking match up against some of these bigger dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Like Aaron Gordon or some shit like that. Like KD. You're gonna put Josh Hart on KD. Really, that makes no sense to me. That's why I don't like small ball. Small ball is like the new thing in the NBA, and it works, but it doesn't work all the fucking time. It's like me guarding you, Cash. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna stop
Yeah,
you, bro.
You barbecue chicken when you go out
Exactly,
at me.
my bro. That's Mouse in the House, bro. Remember Mouse in the House? That's Mouse in the House, bro.
I used to stop cash all the time, bro.
Never in life.
Until you started learning how to play big ball, bro.
You know what?
In life. I don't even play big ball. I got handle. I got you crazy.
I'm gonna gas myself up too. If you come out and guard me, Cash, I'm gonna take your ankles.
I'll put it on camera. I'm talking greedy. I'll put it on camera. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. Y'all niggas ain't taking no ankles. Y'all niggas got no handles. Y'all niggas is short. I'm murder y'all niggas. Let's get back.
Handles, yo.
Listen. Stick the fucking. The niggas some handball niggas.
Yo, he's talking wrestlers, right? He's talking
handball niggas. Well, stick to the handball shit, nigga. Playing TKA on the handball court. This is basketball, nigga. This is my lane. But yo, let's get back.
We just
get back to it. You get mad.
What's going on with Quentin Grimes though? B, homie playing 22 minutes, 6 points. I don't like that.
Yo,
no, but real quick, let me just finish this 4 spot. My bad, Q.
Yeah,
you got bigger teams, man. Like Ed was saying.
You got
Minnesota, Nas Reed, Carl Anthony Towns. You got big fucking dudes posting up in that spot. You know what I'm saying? So
you got the Spurs.
You got to be able to do this shit in spots. So I want to see what Tibbs does, and I know this is preseason. They trying to figure out the rotations. I don't like Josh Hart at the 4 at fucking all.
I don't at all.
Obi was. I like, I think what's the Obi brother name? I forget what his name.
Jacob. He played good last night. Jacob Toppin. He played good. 10 minutes, 4 points, 1 for 3.
What besides the 4 spot, right? Which still, what's your assessment of the game last night, both of you guys?
I know a lot of people, like when I was talking to other individuals about that game, about that preseason game, everybody was kept on bringing up the point that they played Boston's basically scrubs. They played the Boston scrubs.
Yeah. But that's preseason.
Yeah. I told somebody straight up, I get that. We beat the Boston scrubs, but I was mostly paying attention to our roster. Like, our team. Like, what are we developing?
How do we look? Yeah,
exactly. Like, okay, yeah, we beat the Boston guys. They didn't start their main guys, the 2Js, Drew and KP, whatever. I was like, I don't give a fuck about those guys. I'm paying attention to my team. I love that Quickly came in balling. Everybody knows Quickly's a baller, but the only thing is he disappeared in the playoffs. So
he also was hurt though. It's a combination of both.
Yeah, he got hurt game 2 against Miami. Our starters, they were all in double figures except for Grimes. You know what I mean? But I'm liking Vincenzo's play. He played bad. He had a off shooting night. He was 2 for 8. But you could tell he's not gonna always be 2 for 8. And he can play deep. He could play the defense. I still fuck with McBride. McBride could play D too. They just got to give that kid more minutes. I like what I saw from Jacob Toppin. I just said a couple minutes ago, I love Hartenstein. So we got depth. We got depth. I like that they actually gave Fournier a run. They gave Fournier a run.
Yeah, but don't expect that. He's not in Tibbs' rotation.
He's not. But I like that they gave him a run because he's
over there complaining like a little motherfucker.
Yeah, he has been. But during the season,
plays no D. And that's the antithesis of what Tibbs preaches. You know what I'm saying?
But the reason why I mentioned Fournier and the reason why I like that he balled out that game, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because he's in the trade talks, so he showed his worth. So maybe we could get somebody.
Another draft pick.
Exactly.
The Joel sweepstakes.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed what I saw from the Knicks. You know what I mean? I really enjoyed, except for Jericho Sims, but I enjoyed what I saw, and you could see they're doing something. The only person I really wanted to see that night against the Celtics was Isaiah Roby, because I know they're big on Roby on playing the 4 spot behind.
You know what? I forgot about Roby. Very good point. Yes.
You know what I mean? And I know Roby is a good spot up 3-point shooter. He can rebound. He has a good eye, but does he have the aggression to play in New York?
I don't think so.
The heart and aggression to play in that system. Because he's not known for a defensive guy, and he played for defensive-minded coaches in the league. Like he played for Pop, and now he playing for Tibbs. Like, what are you gonna do to help us reach that next level? like, are you gonna come in with that?
It reminds me of what's the dude Channing Frye? He's like a Channing Frye to me.
Channing Frye. You know what I mean? Channing Frye, original Knick draft pick. I fuck with Channing Frye.
But he was like low key. He was like a little bit soft. No disrespect. He was a little bit soft.
He was. No disrespect. It's the truth. He was soft, my brother. He was that modern version for the Knicks. When he played for the Knicks, he was the new modern version of what's the guy that missed the 4 layups?
Charles Smith. Yeah,
he was our Charles Smith, and that's what Isaiah Roby is too. He's our Charles Smith. Like, you know what I mean? So that's the guy I really wanted to see. I'm really big on this kid because I know he killed in the G League for us. Dwayne Washington. I fuck with Dwayne Washington as a point guard. So that's what I was watching. Those are the two guys I was watching. But I could see the Knicks. They're gonna be shakers in the East. They're gonna be 4 or 5. They're gonna be 4 or 5 in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, but if we don't finish 4th, man, that shit was a waste of a season.
So
I'm
I just want to make the playoffs 2 years in a row. I'm cool making the playoffs 2 years in a row. Honestly,
yeah,
we
I want to make the playoffs, but I want to move up in the ranks as well, man.
But if we finish 4th or 5th, what's the difference? 4 play 5.
You know that,
man. But 4 is better than 5th.
Yeah.
Other than home court, but
if we know something about modern day basketball now, it don't matter what seed you get now. It don't matter what seed you get. You could be 1 through 10. And you can make your way to the finals.
We had home court in Miami. We lost.
Yeah, and we lost.
You know
and Miami,
so.
and if you go back to original basketball, Miami's not even supposed to be a playoffs team. If you go back to the original 8, Miami's not even a playoff team. But you know what I mean? I feel like if the Knicks...
But I do agree with you in terms of I do want to see some progression.
I do too. I feel like they took a step back when they traded Obi because of the height. And, Obi, when they used to play Obi, when they gave Obi minutes... Obi did his thing. I know a lot of people cut my ass because they say, "Oh, I know you big on Obi. I know you big on Obi, but he was a bust." I'm like, Obi wasn't a bust, bro.
Obi wasn't a bust.
He wasn't a bust. Kwame Brown is a bust. That's a bust. Like Obi could give you solid minutes, could score. You know what I mean? He could go on the fast break. That dude had a fucking motor on him. You know what I mean?
He did. He was a poor man's Amari Stoudemire, in my opinion. That's how I look at Obi as.
Yes,
but. Some people say he couldn't develop behind Julius, right? Because we had this discussion a couple of months ago. Like Julius emerged. No one thought Julius was gonna be who Julius is. Julius is all pro. Let's start giving Julius his fucking prize. And he cut his shit off. He got the New York Caesar. It's about to go down this shit.
He got the Allen Houston. He got the Allen Houston going.
You know what I'm saying? But one thing I love Obi and I love his ups, and he's from Brooklyn or some shit like that. He's from our hood. We rep our people. We show love to people. The one thing about Obi, though, how long was he at? 3-4 years? I didn't see
2 years.
I didn't see Obi didn't have a move he could go to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he was great in a break. He's good in transition. He was a spot up 3. He was becoming a spot up 3 shooter, but he didn't have that. He didn't have that go-to move. And I always criticize people who don't have that. You always need that one move that you get a bucket anytime on anybody. You got that one move. You know what I'm saying?
But
Kobe had to turn around, fade away. You know what I'm saying? AI had the crossover. Pick somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Jordan had the fade away. Kobe got the fade away too. But the thing is about Obi. Obi did have the move. I don't know if y'all watched him a lot in Drayton. He had that little fade away like Amari Stoudemire, that little shake fade away. Right there, right there by like a 15, 13 footer. You know what I mean? But.
The Knicks didn't have that shit.
He didn't. But is it maybe
it was all airtime?
Is it a Tom Thibodeau thing? Maybe it's a Tom Thibodeau thing. Maybe Tom Thibodeau.
That you're not working on your moves. I don't know.
All right. Because I thought.
Not saying he's bad. He's good. He was good.
He's good, man. He's good,
you know man. And he was electrifying. He's exciting. You get out. You get out in transition. You don't. The guard's lit when he's on the break. Man. You know what I'm saying? I love that, but I didn't think. For him to knock Julius off, you had to be a lot different. You know what I'm saying?
You had to be. You know what I mean? Like if you had to choose between a Pippen and a Jordan, because they could play the same position, but Pippen would have to outplay Jordan, but he couldn't. And Obi couldn't outplay Julius Randle. And another thing about Obi too, I never saw his ball handling improve because if his ball handling is not going to improve, then whatever move you do have, you're not going to be able to dribble that ball long enough for you to be able to create whatever shot you think you can make.
Yeah, he had a high
Yeah, super high dribble, man. You get anybody on that front three of any team, they're gonna strip you away. Next thing you know, you're just passing the ball out, and then you're going out to the corner, and then you shoot the three that you always do. That's why
Q and Ed, great fucking point.
Yeah, man.
Look at KD. KD's damn near 7 feet. He got that low to the ground dribble.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? You're not ripping KD.
Yeah.
That's a great point. That's a great fucking point.
Yeah, man. The only thing I just wish that they let him develop a little bit more on his down low game, like he played in Drayton. Because I feel like that's why they drafted him, the way he played in Drayton.
That's what he's supposed to come in. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. He's supposed to like, yo, give me the ball down here.
Yeah, I didn't see any progression in terms of, you know, his half court game. His fast break game was insane. You know what I'm saying? And I look forward to him at Halliburton. It's gonna be showtime at the Apollo with these niggas.
Yeah, they're comparing that Pacers team to the Suns team. That Suns team from like I forgot what year, 05, 06. They comparing this Pacers team to that Suns team. That 5 second offense team.
Well, Sean Marion and all them niggas and shit back then.
That's
Nash and Mari and Rajon Bell and all them niggas. Yeah, you talking about
bro. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna miss Obi because I feel like if you gave Obi minutes, he will give you what you need to
I'm
give
gonna
him.
miss Obi because he's NYC and he embodies.
All day.
Now he grew his shit out. I'm like, what we doing here, man? He's not, you know what I mean? Like he's
looking like a poppy right here.
He's poppy.
He got my shit going.
He look like he about to pull his handball out or some shit. But then, listening to fucking TKA or some shit, K7 on the you know what I mean?
Spring love.
You know what I mean?
Come back to me.
Shout out to all my Boricua, shout out to all my Dominicans. Listen,
my man is a Bushwick Brooklyn nigga.
Yeah, he's not. Them Bushwick niggas ain't on that handball shit. Them niggas is different niggas. I'm just fucking with you. Listen, real quick. Okay, so the key to the Knicks are. Right, we talked about them having some money to spend and some draft picks. We set up to do something. Who we gonna get? I don't know. We gotta get somebody. We gotta land somebody. But here's the thing: in terms of development on the team, is RJ. Every year, what do we talk about? Is RJ gonna take the next step? Is RJ gonna take the next step?
Yeah.
Is RJ? I don't think he's gonna take. I think RJ is who he is. Can he be consistent? Can he improve in some areas? You know what I'm saying? And then the other thing is, what is Quentin Grimes going to be this year? Right? Quentin Grimes is a big piece. You know what I'm saying? He showed a lot of heart last year, but is he gonna? He's working with Jay. I don't know if y'all seen he's working with JJ Redick in North. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to improve the shooting. Defensively, he's great. He made some great defensive plays, especially the rip on Jimmy Butler and the fucking player. He was a Knick. He was born a Knick at that point, right? There's certain moments, and you know what I mean. Like
it crowned him a Knick when he did that steal.
Right, that's the crown of a Knick.
Crowned him a Knick.
But is he gonna take the next step in terms of being more consistent, being a better scorer, efficiency, all that shit? So we're gonna those two things are the things. I think Jalen Brunson has another level to go to.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not worried about him. I think Julius even has another level to go to. You know what I'm saying?
You mentioned Barrett. I'm going to be straight up right now. Yeah. Right now, Drunk Sports Talk exclusive. I am fucking done with Barrett, son.
Word?
I am done with that motherfucker, son. 1 for 6 last time. 1 for 6, bro. Come on.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Oh, in the pre? Wait. What are you talking about?
In the preseason game, he was 1 for 6, bro.
Yeah,
and he does that in the season. He does that in the season. He did that with Canada. He's hot and cold. He could go for 30 and then go for 6. Go for 12, go for 20, go for 6, go for 30.
That's what
consistency, bro.
And that's what Cash said. We need to see him become consistent because he's definitely not, and that's why I can sort of agree with you. I'm not done with him yet, but I do think we could use him as a draft. I do think we could use him as a piece somewhere, but like whether or not he can grow with us, he can always be a piece. Now, what I really want to see is
career 20-point scorer. They don't grow on trees, though.
I can't. I want to see Quentin Grimes because I can't see if Quentin Grimes is not gonna. If Quentin Grimes progresses as slow as RJ Barrett did, then that's a failure in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay, I agree with that.
You know, because we don't need all those players who are playing defense always on the court, just scoring 6 points a game when we got all these other players that we could just switch out. You know what I mean? And do the same thing, man. We don't just need that. We need at least fucking at all the time. We need at least somebody who can score the ball, and we need at least 3 to 4 players who are going to run up and down the court because the center's always going to be the slowest. But the other 4 players, they better be running up and down that motherfucker, fucking guarding your ass with their life, son. Like you know what I mean? And that's what I really want to see. We already know, Quickly's gonna continue doing what Quickly doing. I'm not worried about Julius. I'm not worried about Brunson, like Cash said.
I'm worried about Julius in the playoffs. That's what he needs to get his shit.
He needs to fucking playoffs.
But we haven't seen him, and I think we definitely go to the playoffs. I just don't think we've ever seen a Julius. I think we're gonna see a new Julius. I think we're gonna see a new Julius in the playoffs when we get there.
I think. I think the first year the lights were too bright in Atlanta. This is my excuse for Julius. I'm a Julius apologist. The first year that I think
serial Julius apologist.
but Q, you know me. I used to kill Julius, but I started seeing his game. He's strong. He's improving. He can shoot. I think the first year against Atlanta,
they can't guard him either. A lot of people can't guard him.
His defense, he needs to get a little bit better. But listen, the first year against Atlanta, the lights were bright. He's never been in that spot before. This year, he was legitimately hurt.
Yeah.
He had surgery after the fucking season. Yeah. Let's give him a little bit of credit for gutting it out on an ankle. You know what I'm saying?
He was still an all-star.
He was still an all-star. But I'm talking about in terms of the playoffs. He got hurt. So he was playing on a bum ankle. You know what I mean? So let's give him a little. Now, if he fizzles out in the playoffs this year, it is what it is. But a healthy Julius in the playoffs, Julius is is a tough guard, man. Julius
he is
a tough guard. You know and a lot of niggas kill him. And I used to be a nigga. I used to kill him, and I used to kill Mitchell Robinson. But I fucks with Julius, man.
And he didn't have a bad playoffs. If you look at it, his stats in both series, he had like maybe 1 or 2 games that were bad. But he didn't
bring the ruckus though. Shout out to Wu-Tang. He didn't bring the ruckus though. Like Jalen Brunson bring the motherfucking ruckus,
yo.
You know what I mean?
He did, yo. He was like, shame on a nigga, run game on a nigga.
I think we have more than enough, and this is what I love so much about what we have right now with the Knicks, because we got players that we know we're gonna keep that keep getting better. We got players that we know we can move because we don't need them, and then we could use them. And then we got a ton of fucking draft picks. We got enough salary cap to afford 2 super max deals right now.
Yes.
You know, like something's gonna happen, but like, you know, like we need to sit and wait, and I hope it's gonna be Mitchell and Embiid. But like, if that happens, then the fucking whole NBA is gonna be rocked.
You know? Yeah. I'm pulling up free agents next year.
Oh, let's go. Let's see it.
So who? I mean, okay. So we got.
Who we got?
Nice players. Who was on your wish list?
On my wish list, to be honest, for a while, two motherfuckers. Right? 2 motherfuckers. I don't know if they're gonna be free agents next year, but 2 motherfuckers have been on my hit list for a while, and this is might be a little far fetched. Giannis and Embiid, bro. Giannis
is not gonna happen.
Yeah, Giannis is not gonna happen because
he just got Damian Lillard. Yeah, that's a wrap. All right, let me read them off to you. Ready? I think these. Let me make sure. 2024 free agents, right? So that's okay. We got. Wait, let me see some. Is it 2024 or 2025? 2024, right?
Yeah,
that'll be free. Okay, so we got Pascal Siakam, Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield's a shooter. I'm trying to see big names: Tobias Harris, Klay Thompson, Joe. This shit. No, Joe Harris.
Oh yeah.
Nothing super sexy.
Joe Harris is a good spot up shooter, but he's not a guy.
Falls, nice piece, but Mike Conley, Kyle Lowry.
He's washed.
DeMar DeRozan. No, is this
DeMar DeRozan ain't gonna come over here.
I thought DeMar was
I thought DeMar was gonna come over here before he went to Chicago. I thought he had an opportunity to come here, and I would have loved him because he's a mid-range like assassin, like, you know what I mean. I fucks with his game mid-range.
I like DeMar DeRozan, but I think
I always like DeMar. But I felt bad. You know, I felt bad for DeMar for years when they traded him for Kawhi and they wind up winning the championship without DeMar. Because DeMar was the Raptors for years, bro, for years. And you could see that is testament of just one person switching your whole franchise around to bring you a fucking championship.
Yeah, but I was no.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, say what you were saying, man.
No, because that just shows you the testament of how one person, you could have that guy to be the guy for your team, but then you trade him for another guy and he's better, changing your fucking franchise in a heartbeat, bro. In a fucking heartbeat.
Yo, listen to 2025's free agents though.
Oh,
you got Ben Simmons. Forget about Ben Simmons. Jamal Murray. Oh, 2025 is gonna be lit. Hold up, let me put this up. Jamal Murray.
I don't want him. I don't want
Bi.
Yeah,
I think Bi. Paul George. I would love Paul George. He's older now. He's hurt though, but I would love a young Paul George. Is nice.
I wanted Paul George this year. We all wanted Paul George this year.
Derek White is a good piece. We don't need him though because we have a point guard. OG Anunoby. I like OG. Drew Holiday. Lonzo Ball. CP. We don't care. Damn, we got Evan Fournier till then. We got his books. We got to get that contract off the fucking.
Which one?
Evan Fournier is a free agent.
Yeah, but he's gonna get traded this year.
Jalen Green. Who? I like that. Jalen Green from Houston is nice.
I like Jalen Green, but he kind of suspect. You know what I mean? You saw that video of him and his teammate? That was
yeah. That was a little zesty. You know the young niggas called zesty and shit. Kawhi Leonard, I'll pass because he never plays.
Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard don't give a fuck. That's what the thing about Kawhi. That's what I love about Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard don't give a fuck. They try to implement that rule saying, low management, you gotta play if you're not hurt.
I don't like that. I want that nigga to play, nigga. Fuck. Nigga this nigga never plays, dog. Like fuck. Why this nigga don't never plays? Like
he never plays. He's a great caliber player, bro.
Bogdanovich is a free agent. Bogdan.
When is Donovan Mitchell a free agent? Why don't I see his names on none of these shits?
I thought Donovan was supposed to be a free agent next year. I thought he would.
Let me see.
If he didn't shot,
I'm bugging. I thought I could have sworn let me check Donovan Mitchell. But nah. Caris LeVert 2025. There's some good free agents. No like super game changers, but
that's crazy.
When does he do become? I thought he does become.
Yo, is it me? Is it me or are we all frozen or is it me?
Let me see. I'm
Nah, I think it's just you.
Yeah, it's me. My fucking internet, man. I gotta get the fuck out of the Bronx.
Free Mitchell has 2 more guaranteed. Let me see. Okay, there's a player option for 2025, 26. Okay, so I was wrong. They got a player option for 25, 26. So he can opt in, which he said he's not gonna do. So this is the 2024, 23, 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 25, 26, he becomes a free agent. So it's like another year and a half. Okay, so
boom, I'm back. Damn, I'm gone. I'm really going out here.
Now you just ghost Dini out there.
Yeah, word. What the hell?
Hey yo.
Bing, bing, bing.
Yo, throwing niggas off airplanes.
Word. I'm like literally disappeared. You can see my background, but you can't see me. You can't see. I'm like John Cena out here, yo. What the fuck? You can hear my voice, but you can't see me.
Will I be trap box sound locked behind loops?
Ooh, yo, hit him with it. Yo, as long as y'all can hear my voice, that's all that matters to me, you know? I know y'all don't want to see my ugly mug or y'all drunk sports fans out here.
Mitchell has a max contract extension with so maybe not this year. Maybe we'll see him next year. You know
yo, Cash, I'm gonna remove myself, but put me back in.
Yeah,
just so I can see. All right, I'm gonna remove myself. Just put me back in.
All right. Put me back in the game, coach.
I still think, we need that big piece though, and I'm hoping it's gonna be. Embiid, we're gonna have to trade. Man. We're gonna have to trade for Embiid.
What the fuck happened, son?
That's what I hope we do.
He disappeared.
Word. I'm like, yo,
again. Like this motherfucker like David Blaine.
Word, yo, what the fuck happened, son?
Yo, what is that? Invisible Man with Kevin Bacon.
You there? You there? We just can't see you. That's
you there? We just can't see you.
Yo, I'm like John Cena. I'm telling you, I'm John Cena. You can't see me.
You there? We just can't see you, man.
Yo, you playing peekaboo with niggas? Pause.
Yo,
I gotta remove you. Come back in again. Log back out. Log back in.
Yo, I bet.
Well, yeah, man. What was saying, Q? That shit's fucking. We have to do some editing.
Still? What the fuck? Nah.
Yeah, I removed him. He's still. I just hear.
I don't want to leave. I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
out of here, my nigga. Nah, but
yeah. Now we definitely need Embiid, and then hopefully we can get Donovan Mitchell in 2 years. Like that's the future.
Embiid is the key, man. There's no other big fish, like right. Like I mean,
we have to trade for Embiid, man. We have to hope there's this total dismal fucking nothing going on over there. I don't see him staying there. What are they gonna do? Like they don't have nothing to even build on. It's just him, and he ain't growing any younger. I hope he just comes to us at this point, and then we'll take it from there.
But yeah, I mean, shit. I would love for Embiid to, man. That's crazy. We don't.
Y'all miss me? Y'all miss me?
I know this year we gotta.
I'm back. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Y'all hear me? I'm back.
Yeah,
can you see him? Oh, you can see him. I can't see him.
You can't even see him. You can't see him.
You can't see me?
Nah, I can't see.
You can't see me?
Nah, I can't see it.
Really?
Oh,
your cat. You can see him.
I see you dead as you can't see him.
You can't see him.
I can't see him, bro.
I'm like, yo, shorty seductive dancing on me.
Nigga Tony Yayo running from the law.
Yo, words. What he said?
Nah, I'm fucking with you. I can see.
I'm like, nigga, you had me gassed. You had me fucking gassed. I'm like, yo, nigga can't see me.
Yo, that look like my old EBT card in your shirt too, nigga. Real talk.
Yo, you know the funny thing about that? Yo, I still got my mom's welfare card from like 91, 100%. Bro.
Yeah,
and I want to put that on. I want to put that on my shirt, nigga.
Yo, I'm not ashamed. I love that shit. I miss that shit. I need some more of them shit, nigga.
Yo, this is the best hip hop album cover ever, bro. I don't care what nobody says. This is real. This is real New York shit right now.
Facts. Shout out to the Knicks. I'm looking forward to it. Listen, by the way, we're going to be covering a lot of Knicks this fucking season because the Knicks played a couple this season. We're going to hop on after some games, do some post, reactions and all that shit. So look forward to that. You know what I mean? But before we get out of here, because we've been rocking like a lot tonight.
Let's keep on rocking, baby. It's one of those nights, baby.
That's it. Let's talk. We ain't talk some hip hop. Let's talk some hip hop, man.
Oh shit.
With Drake and Joe Budden, let's just get right to it. Let's get to the shits, man. Let's get to the fuckery. Let's get to the fuckery.
Wake me up when you're done with this.
I'm gonna be disrespectful. You gotta say Joe Budden, Aubrey Graham. I'm not gonna call him
Joe
Drake.
Budden. Yeah, Joseph Budden and Aubrey Graham. A couple years ago, Joe put out a bunch of fucking diss tracks on Drake, flaming him. Drake ain't never. Drake had a little slick responses. I think he had some like video with French Montana,
but that's all it is.
Pump it up.
Slick shit.
Yeah, little Calabasas and all that bullshit.
Yeah, it doesn't really hit home.
He ain't really. To me, he didn't really want the bar smoke. You know what I'm saying? But not saying Drake is whack because I fuck with Drake. But what do you guys think of this whole beef shit? Matter of fact, Ed, can you break down the whole premise of the beef?
Man, so Drake comes out with this new album, right? It's called For All My Dogs. That shit is a certified skippable album. That's how whack it is. Man. To me, that's just
how you really feel.
That's just my opinion. Like, I'm the type of nigga, I don't really listen to Drake, but I got into him because of people in my circle, like my son, my sister-in-law. They were like, yo, give Drake a chance. I was like, listen, I used to listen to Drake when he first came out on his R&B shit. You know what I mean? Then he got on this gangster shit, and I'm like, dude, this is not you. But if that's what you want to do, amen to that. I'm just not going to listen to it. But then when he comes out with this album, one thing I agree with Joe Budden is that this dude is 37. He's my age. I'm 37 as well. And he's like still spitting for a demographic that's not for us. That's not for like our age group. You know what I mean? Like, dude, spit some mature shit that, guys our age could relate. But he's still spitting for these young cats. And I'm like, dude, you're not reaching into another height of hip hop if you keep on trying to relate to, the younger crowd. I know they say young hip hop is a young man sport, but when you got guys like Nas and you got guys like Hove, they are a testament of hip hop don't have no fucking age. It's limitless, you know. Even like guys like UQ, guys like Cash that still spit their balls. You know what I mean?
J. Cole's been doing it for
exactly.
a minute, you know
J.
what I mean?
Cole,
Like,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
And J. Cole's always been his counterpart. You know what I mean? And J. Cole started with that young man bar shit and then started doing that grown man shit. So that's why I feel like J. Cole surpassed him. So I agree with Joe Budden in that aspect when he says, yo, Drake is still rhyming for the 25 plus year olds. You know what I mean? And shout out to Drake. You know, he makes good music, but make some shit relatable for us, you know, original heads. I won't even call us old heads because we're not old. Age is nothing but a fucking number. But spit some shit that we can relate to. You know what I mean? Motherfucker had a bar in this album that said, I feel like I'm bi. No, I feel like he said, I feel like I'm bi because you are one of the guys, girl. Like, what? Like I would like us three would never say some shit like that I'm bi. Nah, I remember back in the day when I was a little stupid ass kid, I used to tell girls I'm lesbian because I love women. You know what I mean? I'll never say I'm bi. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that mean. You just admitting to yourself that you still like men, dude.
You flagrant, son. You flagrant. That's a flagrant 4, nigga. That's a flagrant 4, not a 2. Flagrant 4, dog. Like I'm bi because you one of the guys, girl. Like, dude. I mean, I just can't. And like I said, I reiterate, I was trying to get back into Drake. I like the shit he had with 21 Savage.
I think that's a pause, though, by the way.
Oh, damn.
Trying to get back into Drake. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got so much going on right now.
I'm glad that you didn't get that deep.
Yo. Whoa. Yo. Knee deep.
Balls deep. You would have been balls deep in Drake.
But this album, for all my dogs, I don't fuck with it. And I'm gonna get disrespectful. That album cover, his son did it. Trash.
Oh, you going in. You going in.
Oh, damn. His son did the album cover?
Fuck that, nigga. It was like, oh, his son did his album cover. It's so cute. Nah, that shit is trash, nigga. My 3-year-old could draw some shit better than that right now.
How old is his kid?
Yo, his kid is like 4, 5, 6. I don't even know what the fuck. How old that little nigga is.
Hey, you harsh. Pause, my
Yo,
dude.
I gotta be harsh because I'm just not feeling this shit, bro. I'm just not feeling it. And again, I'm reiterating, I'm not trying to be a Drake hater, but I agree with Joe Budden that is just not reaching a certain expectation for certain fans. You know what I mean? He makes good music, whatever. But dude, you're like 37 years old. Make music for motherfuckers that are our age, bro. Like, stop trying to relate to these young kids. And then I'm not saying that he shouldn't, but you know what I mean? Like, make something more relatable for somebody like in our crowd. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Especially after that fucking bar. I'm bi. Nah, fuck out of here.
I don't disagree. Q, did you give your take already? I was having some technical difficulties.
Nah. I only heard a couple songs from the album, and to be honest, I shut it off after the first 4 or 5 because, like, I feel like except for Scorpion. The Drake album Scorpion was actually pretty decent because that song had different sounds.
Okay.
It had different types of beats. He actually rapped on a bunch of those songs in that album, like Roses, and I forgot what else it was. But it actually, you can hear him rapping. I don't want to hear him getting all Drakey on me every fucking song, and it just sounds like a continuous album. Like, because Drake can make music.
That's a verb. Drakey's a verb.
Drakey, yeah.
You know, and we all know Drake can rap. And now
100%.
But like, what is he like? What is I don't know what he's doing per se. I don't even care if he's making music for people our age, but stop making the same type of music. I feel like he's been making the same type of music.
Well said.
Like 13 years, man. Like, obviously, it's gonna be better. Obviously, I'm gonna like it better too. And I'm gonna like it better, obviously, if I can relate to it. But if you spit some shit, regardless if I can relate to it or not, a real artist can. This is how I'm gonna do the rest of my speech. You know what I mean? Like a real artist can understand what type of bars you're saying. And number 2, why are you naming the album All My Dogs and the first track is you fucking humming and singing?
Yeah, word, right?
I actually like the first track, Virginia Beach. I understand what he's talking about. It's like ghetto and beautiful at the same time.
Because you lived in Virginia. You lived in Virginia.
Yeah, because I'm not from there, but I lived there. I know.
Yeah, he fucking. And fucking. He serenaded your ass. I don't know.
I told my man. I told my
he be like, we gonna have Drake do our intro. He's gonna be like, Drunk Sports Talk.
I'm gonna fucking pass that shit, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, I told my mans and my man got so mad at me. I got my man's heated at me because I told him, yo, the best track. Yo, this album is 23 songs.
I've been sitting full man.
Too many songs, by the way.
20 exactly. And I told my man, yo, the best joint he got on the album to me is the 12th track. It's called Screw the World, and it's an interlude. And the reason why I like it because he sampled a Nas beat and he's not even saying nothing. It's just somebody else, like a sample or some shit, or somebody talking. Is that we gotta be honest. And I'm a nigga that I just said, like, I was trying to get back into Drake, but this shit is fucking whack from beginning to end. I skipped every fucking song after every 30 to 50 seconds. Skip. Nothing really reached home, bro. Nothing really reached right here to my heart. You know, nothing. That dude didn't do shit for me in this album. Trash.
I think I need to do some drugs when I listen to a Drake album.
Yo, not even, bro. That shit will get me fucking sober, bro.
I'm older than both of y'all, and quite cute.
I was surprised on your take, Cash.
You know me. I don't, but I didn't think was the album a classic. No, but I think there was some good. I love the Virginia Beach joint. Ed Ghostface is out of here. I love the Virginia.
Drake must have heard his take already.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna read through the whole shit, but there was some good joints, man. Listen, my favorite Drake album, I think, was the what's the shit with the shit with Pound Cake on it. Nothing Was the Same or some shit like that. What the fuck was the name of that album?
I think so. Yeah, that was a good album.
That was a fucking great album. He's got some good albums, man.
Which one?
Yo, Scorpion was a good album, man. Like,
what was the name of the shit with Nothing Was the Same, or what was the name of that shit? With the Pound Cake on that shit.
Yeah. Nothing Was Ever the Same, some shit like that.
That was a good fucking album, man. Yeah. He has a Scorpion was kind of dope.
I didn't listen to Scorpion. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't listen to Scorpion. By then, I'm a little saucy. By then I was done with the nigga. But then I was
really
done. Yeah, I was done. You know what? I'm sorry, Q, to cut you off. I apologize. I was done with Drake. I'm gonna be honest. When fucking Common said you ain't wet nobody, nigga, you Canada dry. That's when I was done with that nigga.
Drake is out here trying to fuck niggas, women, and shit. You know what I'm saying?
What? He's not.
No, he was out here trying to fuck niggas, women. That's why I don't like Drake. You know, that seems like this is allegedly. But you hear that he's always trying to smash somebody chick and all that shit. He all up in me. What's the porn Indian porn chick?
Mia Khalifa.
His baby mama's a porn star, Sophia Berdusha, whatever the fuck her name is.
And I think Common wasn't Common fucking with
Tiffany Haddish.
No, Serena Williams.
Oh yes.
And he went and tried to smash, and then wasn't there some shit where Chris Brown and Rihanna wasn't that the beef with them niggas?
Oh, don't even go with that. That nigga is mad salty because Rihanna had not one but two kids with ASAP Rocky.
I know
he is so salty that Rihanna and ASAP Rocky had kids together. That they together. You could tell.
Then he was
in this album specifically. I don't listen. I don't got a problem with Drake. I'll be honest with you. I'm older than both of y'all. I don't got a problem with Drake. I think Drake is dope. So I like all his personal moves. If it's being told what he's really doing, I don't know. I don't agree with all that shit. But I'm just talking about I don't have to agree. We're not friends. He's got nothing to do with my life. Joe, are we talking personally or are we talking like industry hater shit, yeah.
Joe, Joe's a better rapper than him. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? Joe's a better rapper than him. Joe is nice. But Joe be on his bullshit too. Let's keep it official. You know what I'm saying? Joe be on his bullshit. Ask Rory, ask Maul, ask Ice, ask Ish. You know what I'm saying? The list goes on and on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, like Drake is not. Drake flamed him though with them little that comment with all the bars into that shit talking about. What do you say? You got the comment on? You got the comment or not?
On Drake.
Yeah, he used to watch
the post that he wrote.
Yeah, he wrote on the academic shit. I forgot exactly what he said. You got it on you or not?
Nah. I didn't even waste my time, but I know he wrote a little speech and shit like that. And Joe Budden, everybody's at the end of the day, everybody.
He went hard though.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna read this shit off. Hold up, I'm gonna read this shit off.
Yeah, I want to hear. I couldn't find it.
You guys don't mind if I light up, yo?
Nah, yeah, it's all good.
Shit, I'm gonna need this shit.
What he said? Yeah, I should. See, this is bad.
Drake album got stressed.
Yo, I hate that album, son.
The Drake album got him.
I hate that album, son. For all my dogs, get the fuck out of here, nigga. That's a smack to the face of DMX naming your album.
I think I have it. Wait.
No, I look for that movie.
At Joe Budden, you have failed at music. That's right there. That's a bar right there. You left it behind to do what you were doing. And this is the podcast is what actually pays your bills. For any artists watching it, just remember you are watching a failure give their opinion on his idea of a wrestling player. Let me read this. Listen,
who is Drake to say that Joe Budden's a failure? Like, come on now.
Nah, he can say that. Listen, this is deep. At Joe Budden, let me pull this shit up. I should share it, but at Joe Budden, you have failed at music. Deep. You left it behind to do what you are doing now because this is what actually pays your bills. For any artist watching this, just remember you are watching a failure give their opinion on his idea of a recipe of success. A quitter give their opinion on how to achieve longevity. You switch careers because the things that pop into your brain had you broke, living check to check, and the raps you write had 450 men showing up to your shows in dusty and Nietzsche jeans, screwing up the face to mood music. Yo, this nigga flamed them, son. But then you listen to this again. Listen, you switch. Yo, this is deep. You switch careers because the things that pop into your brain had you living broke and check to check, and had niggas coming to had 450 men showing up to your shows in dusty and Nietzsche jeans to screw their face up to mood music 29 and pretend you are the GOAT. Yo, that's crazy, son.
But listen,
that's crazy. That's facts, though.
But listen, I feel like Drake had time.
You can't fuck with a nigga on some music shit. What are we talking about here? Are we talking about success? Are we talking about morally? Because the niggas, the nigga owns not I ain't counting niggas pocket, but the nigga owns a 747 or some shit. Let's keep it official.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a fuck about a nigga's net worth.
What are we
money.
talking about? Are we talking about success? Are we talking about like what's the criteria here though?
All right.
In my opinion, it comes from talent and creativity, and I feel like Drake is talented. And then it's not really creative. But he's not really creative. Nah. Because the music he comes out with, it all sounds the same because you know why? It makes him money. Exactly. But think about it, because like how many number ones have Michael Jackson had? Now Drake has beat him in that. But like listen to a lot of Drake music and it all sounds the same. But now listen to all of Michael Jackson's music. You think it all sounds the same?
Nope.
It's different musicians, it's different music. You know what I mean? These beats on Drake's album, and I'm not hating on Drake. I'm not hating on Drake. I'm listening to music because I love music, bro. I listen to probably more music than both y'all combined, but like I can't sit there and say that somebody is really successful just because they were able to get to number one spot by sounding like how they did all those other fucking years. Because like Drake, like Joe Budden has a point. He's reaching one demographic, which is fucking genius. And Drake is not stupid. Drake is not stupid. And he's not gonna stop this. He's not gonna stop. But how is Drake gonna sound when he's 40, 45? Still I don't want to do this.
Yeah, and you know what?
It's really lame. You know what I mean? Like,
Q, you Mike Tyson that shit right now. I'm so right. I'm right here with you, my brother. I'm right here because the thing about Drake nowadays too is that access to music is so much easier. Anybody can have this and just type in the name. Boom, you have all their shit. Back in the day, we had to go to stores to buy their fucking music, their vinyls, tapes, CDs, whatever.
I bought Views. I bought that Views album. That fucking album, fucking album was trash.
No, I can't believe you even went out to buy that. I can't believe you went. I can't believe you admitted that on sport on the podcast.
No, I bought that album. I was buying out. No, because I'm a fan. But because I fuck with Drake, I'm a fan. And if I like how you rhyme, I'm gonna keep buying your music and then see how it goes.
What is the criteria here, though? Like, I still don't understand. What is it personal? Because it's to me like, okay, so listen.
But you said they were jamming each other for years.
Nice. Lyric for ball, I'm gonna give it to Joe, right?
Yes,
let's put that over here, right? Let's put that over here. You know, personally, they both seem a little scumbagish to me. You know, so let's put that over there.
Oh, you know not that they don't seem. They are.
Yeah,
they
are.
What
I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so one of them is fucking Joe Budden.
So what is the criteria that he sounds like he's rapping for the young dudes? So
no,
what?
I just no, I don't think that. No, I don't care.
25-year-old. So what? That's
I don't even.
What is Joe so mad about?
Joe's mad that fucking Drake is super successful, and that's his problem.
Than him,
and that's problem. And then he's wacking him.
That's why.
My problem with Drake is that I know Drake is ill, and I'm just tight that all his music, like 85% of it, especially in one collective album, it tends to sound the same. Granted,
I agree with you, but this is their generation shit. They like it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no. Of course.
This is their sound. That sound is antiquated in terms of how these new kids do. Like my daughter and them, they don't listen to none of that shit. I love it. I'm from the era. You know, we're from the era. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference, but
also the access is access. It's access.
It is.
Like imagine if we had the same access as our kids. Like, you know, I have a 15-year-old right there sitting in his room. Imagine if I had the same access as him to music back in our day. You telling me Michael Jackson wouldn't be the Don Dada music that nobody would untouch? Who did it? Who didn't like Michael Jackson? I knew gangster niggas that did time in jail that cried when Michael died. And I'm like, dude, you killed like 5 people on a bus, and you crying over Michael?
But another thing is that
allegedly there were little boys who cried too when Mike.
Another thing that people are forgetting is, and this is one reason I do respect Joe Budden, even though he's wild out his mind or whatever the fuck. You know, whatever he is, pill popping, whatever the fuck he used to do back in the day, probably schizophrenic, woman beater, and all this music shit. Half of it
allegedly.
But what I do respect Joe Budden for, and this doesn't even go against Drake, but this is why I did like Drake in the very beginning, or even after like 7-8 years when he came out. It's because they were doing hip hop, man. Like, yo, hip hop is many forms of music, but hip hop is not singing, B. Hip hop, you don't sing on every fucking album. I'm tired of seeing Drake, and this is what gets me tight, because I'm tired of seeing a Drake album reach the #1 chart on all these singles and all these billboards as a #1 hip hop album, and the #1 singles when the dude's just fucking humming along and singing along. And
that was advocate. 50 was singing all over the fucking first album.
But 50 was also talking some crazy gangster shit. 50 is the most gangsterous nigga that ever got to. And the thing is, you can't.
I'm not saying it wasn't, but you changed singing.
Yeah, but no, but I'm gonna have to jump on what you saying.
You can't even compare.
He was getting at Ja Rule. Like that whole album was like, I'm gonna kill that.
No. But I'm not talking about the content. You said singing. You specifically said singing, right? So
but like when you do it, but there's a difference. You should know this, Cash, because there's a difference when you harmonizing and you're singing and you're catching these whatever notes that you can do. There's difference when you can do it on a hook, which what 50 does. 50 does so well because even Lloyd Banks admitted Lloyd Banks learned how to write hooks from 50 Cent. But 50 Cent, but 50
Ja Rule. Let's give Ja Rule his part.
Ja Rule. Venny Vici was a fucking classic album. So that nigga
shout out to Rule. Shout out to Hollis. Queens in the building.
I mean? I'm sorry. I defer to that.
No, but let's keep it a buck. 50 Cent was not. Oh, man, he wasn't doing that shit in the verses.
Exactly.
There's a difference.
The way 50 sang on his hooks compared to Drake is totally different. It's like y'all's been saying the whole episode during this segment. He doesn't harmonize. 50's like, for real, though. That's how he sound.
We about to get canceled out in this bitch.
That's how he sound, bro.
Leo Roman about to cancel it.
I love the Kardashians.
Wait, but I want to ask y'all a question though, because I know he used to have. Can somebody look it up? Because I know Drake had a contract and he was supposed to finish. Was this his last album? No, with Young Money. Was this his last album on the Young Money?
I thought the last album was Young. I thought he was off.
Was Scorpion? Was Scorpion the last one?
Yeah, I think he's off Young Money, right? I think
he's off Young Money. Okay,
yeah, I believe. I think it was like the last album or the one before that, but I don't think this album's on Young Money.
All right, all right.
CMB or whatever.
Let's say this. I'm gonna throw a curveball. in there. All right. Do either one of you consider Drake? And I'm not trying to. All right, let me structure this correctly. We grew up in a different era with a different definition of hip hop. This era definition of hip hop is totally different. Right. But if you could sum up Drake's career from the beginning to end, would you sum up his career as a true hip hop artist? Is he a declaration of what hip hop is?
No.
To you guys. Okay, Q says no.
This is, I mean, a true hip hop artist, like it's just what's a true hip hop artist? Like, what you mean, like this? What's the true hip hop artist?
Look, even my stepson came. Look, my stepson came through. This nigga at 17 years old. This nigga,
Aubrey, yeah, that's
is this nigga the realest nigga in Nebraska?
I know.
Is this dude, exactly? This dude was writing love letters to girls, throwing at them in high school class. We were the type of niggas that used to pop hip hop. We used to catch a shorty after school, be like, "Yo, what's good?" Like, "Yo,
I don't think you
cut school tomorrow. We coming to my crib." You know what I mean?
Like, what is true hip hop though?
I'll keep it a buck. I never think true hip hop is just a weird form to tell. Yeah, of course. But but what I will say is this: I don't think Drake was ever really about hip hop anyway. I think Drake found his own lane, and it became super successful, and he fucking ran with it.
He had a big run.
Can we blame him?
I think he's taking a break. He said too, right? I think he's taking a break, right?
No, and he should, because, like, to be honest, he does put out a lot of music. He puts out a lot of he puts out a lot of songs, and probably creating those songs, it costs help. You probably got to drink to do that shit, or whatever the fuck you got to do, whatever environment. That's another factor. That's another factor too, man.
Ghostwriters. He's known for ghostwriters.
See, that's one thing I always kept Drake.
Quentin Miller? Quentin Miller was, yeah.
Yo, Quentin Miller even wrote for Nas. Let's just
let me say something. Shout out to Meek Mill, and shout out to, and this is what, it's not even new, but did you hear that? Not to cut you out. Did you hear that? Meek and Ross new shit.
Shaq and Kobe. I fucks with that.
Oh, I've heard that.
Back to like 2000 when they won the finals.
Yeah. Yo,
and that shit is hard.
Meek Miller who?
Meek Miller, Rick Ross.
Rick Ross, they got joint
and I'm even a fan. I'm not even a fan of neither. I'm gonna be straight up.
I fuck with me.
And Ross is like, and Ross has like a ton of features with Nas. I just listen to those songs that he has with Nas.
He got joints with Raekwon. He's got joints with Mark. He got joints with
everybody. Rick Ross puts together some of the dopest sonically albums I like to hear. His albums sound really good. They sound full. Like, he could rap.
He had a lot of time. He had a lot of time because he was a CEO. But that's not here nor there. You know what I mean?
I don't. Honestly, I don't
talking about shit today. Fuck that.
Yeah. I mean, he's CEO. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. CEOs can rap too. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Anybody can fucking rap.
You would be surprised that they're like, this nigga's like,
yo, I'm a doorman. I'm a doorman, and niggas be like, yo, you can rap. I'm like, yo, I can rap, son. I got some bars on me, yo.
But Rick Ross is nice, and Meek is not. Yo, I fuck with, like, Meek is the perfect like where hip hop met that, like the old school hip hop met that new school shit. And he kind of fused it together, and he kept it real with the streets. He's not the biggest lyricist in the world, but he represents the old school dope boys, but the young versions of them too.
He's good at putting words together and make you visualize what this really is.
He's the last of the street niggas in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like that. That's why whenever I listen to Meek, I fuck with Meek in that aspect. But going back to Drake, this is why I don't like Drake. That's that's why I can't put Drake as an epitome of hip hop, because now in this generation they put Drake like epitome of hip hop, and I'm like, y'all don't know the true definition of hip hop. Like this generation don't know the true generation of hip hop like we do. Hip hop came from the streets, came from the gutter, came from nothing, came from like the straight hood, just us doing our own parties, mixing cultures and like the blacks to Hispanics. It's like everything was a melting pot. Like it was created here in New York, so maybe it's a touchy feeling for me. I'm sorry, I can't speak for both of y'all. I love y'all, but I can't speak for y'all. But for me, it's touchy for me because I grew up in New York. I've seen the different aspects.
Me too.
Hip hop is all of us. I'm not trying to make it about me. I'm sorry, but all of us, we've seen what the real melting pot of hip hop is. So, with that being said, I cannot see in Drake being that type of person. Like, yeah, he makes great music. He's a good lyricist. But the thing is that I X him out from hip hop is like, yo, bro, you didn't live that lifestyle that we lived, like us three lived, like a nigga like Nas for coming from Queensbridge. Jay-Z, who was a fucking billionaire growing up in Marcy, you know what I mean, with a single mother and a bunch of sisters, like that kind of aspect. Like that's what I mean. Like, yo, you're not from the fucking streets. You didn't see what we saw. That's why I integrate hip hop with like the streets, the culture, the life. You know what I mean? And I'll be like, I do like that. Anybody could fake it till they fucking make it. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm talking about Drake, and I'm sorry for going off. I don't mean. You agree?
No. You got. Why you apologize?
That's how I feel about hip hop. Hip hop is from the fucking streets, and you're not from the fucking streets, bro. You're just not. And
well, you know, like. All right, yo, because hip hop was created in the streets, man. Let me just get my like point of view, because there's also a lot of artists who didn't come from the streets, and it's okay for them to like. I didn't have the craziest childhood. Was it the best? It wasn't the worst. I did grow up poor, but there was some shit that you either have to deal with or don't deal with. It depends on the upbringing.
We don't mean straight in terms of like violence.
No.
Literally street.
Yes.
And that's
urban lifestyle.
And whether or not Drake did it or not, maybe that's the way. Maybe it could be hip hop that found Drake into music, and then it could be, and then he just took it in a different plateau, because to be thinking about it, you don't really hear Drake talking about anything crazy. He's just talking about popping bottles, fucking bitches.
But in this album, he talking
buying expensive clothes. Like he ain't talking no clothes. He ain't talking about no killing nobody. He ain't talking about what he's seen. I doubt he's seen anybody die. Maybe he has.
In this album, he's talking some crazy shit. That's why I'm like so sentimental about it.
Well, and you know, man, like who knows?
I gotta let the album resonate a little bit more.
Yeah, like
I don't know. I'm just very touchy when it comes to hip hop. Maybe I'm stubborn and I'm stuck in my fucking ways when it comes to hip hop. But I just feel like that's what the true definition of hip hop is. This is like Cash said, it's not about killing or violence and shit. It's just a way of growing up in the fucking real streets and poverty.
It's about living that culture.
Exactly. Seeing shit, living shit. Like, you know, just. That's what it is to me.
It's getting group of people together. Same way you talk about parties. It was like when you do hip hop, and that's why I think some people get it confused, because they think like when you able to change something, you automatically think you're automatically changing hip hop just because Drake was associated with it. Drake changed music, but I think, in my opinion, Drake changed pop more than anything.
Yes,
because to think about it, The Weeknd was doing the same thing,
and Kid Cudi too.
Yeah, but Drake and The Weeknd were damn near doing the same exact thing when The Weeknd came out. He was harmonizing, he was singing, but he had a crazier voice, and that's why you didn't hear The Weeknd too much until the Drake split from Weeknd. Weeknd split from Drake, and then now you hear The Weeknd like fucking singing, and then you hear like all his different types of music.
Yeah, but look at The Weeknd now. The Weeknd transitioned to what the music that he's really always wanted to make. He found his way in.
Who's the ever do party? Who's the ever do that Drake was fucking with?
Party Next Door.
Party Next Door. Yeah.
Party Next Door. Look at all right. If we're talking about that, look at Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez found his lane with the R&B, with the R&B wave, and
then what his ass off.
But when he showed that he could rap his fucking ass off, that's when he showed the real him. You know what I mean? That street motherfucker. That I'm all about my money, my drugs, and my women. You know what I mean? Like he showed that side. Like when he did that shit, you know, my son watches that's this kid's live. Aiden Ross. When he spit that freestyle on Aiden Ross, Tory Lanez showed everybody, yo, this is me. You know, like I don't know if you ever remember that freestyle that he did live. Like I was like, yo, this.
Well, on Flex.
No, not on Flex. On the kid, Aiden Ross. He's like, I got the strap. I got me a bad bitch. I don't give a fuck about hoes. I don't give a fuck about bros. I don't give a fuck about the hoes. No, like he just killed that shit.
Killed the Flex shit too. Yeah. He killed the Flex.
He killed the Flex shit too. Yeah. So you know, it's like I love guys like that come in the game. They find their lane and then they show who they really are. Drake, I feel like, and I'm not trying to bash him. I'm just really not trying to bash him. But it's just I'm just saying my opinion of who he is. He just tries to ride on waves. You know what I mean? He comes in rapping like he's from Atlanta. He has a song called Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. So in every verse, he's rapping like a nigga from Atlanta, a nigga from Vegas, a nigga from Houston. You know what I mean? He tries to jump on these drill rappers from the UK. You know, he did a freestyle with this kid called Central C.
He's standing next to who's hot, absolutely. But that's not staying relevant though. He's smart actually the way he navigates the game.
You're right, but you don't have to sound like the dude, bro. Cash, Q, you guys have made a plethora of songs. If you guys do a song with a guy from UK, are you gonna sound like the dude from UK? Nah. If you guys do a song with a guy from Nigeria, are you guys gonna sound like the guy from Nigeria? You guys
he's also like New York. He's also wrote shit for Alicia Keys too. You know, he's talented, man. I don't necessarily put him in the hip hop box per se. We're talking about, you know what I mean?
We don't. Artist box. We were waiting for you to say that all night, man. Because he's not hip hop in my opinion, but he is an artist. He is an artist. He can create. He can make music. We know this from Drake for many years, man. You don't just get to that #1 spot if people don't like your music.
But maybe I'm coming off as a hater. I apologize to anybody who fuck with Drake. Maybe I'm coming off as a hater, but I just don't see him as the upper echelon of hip hop. You know, I know personal friends of mine that call him the God MC, and I'll be like,
nah, Rakim's the God MC,
bro. He's the God MC, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? He's the God MC. Yo, that's the shit that gets me mad, and I'm sorry.
I'm surprised I'm taking this stance because usually I'm on the other side of this argument.
And I was surprised about that.
That's because Cash is looking at it a different way, which he's saying it. Because he understands that Drake isn't really. We have to look at Drake like an artist. We can't look at him as a hip hop artist.
I know.
And that's what Joe Budden's fault is, because we got to understand Drake is not going to respond to you in a wake type of track or battery charge, whatever the fuck Joe Budden came at. Yo, ball for ball, nigga. Yo, Drake's not gonna do that. What Drake's gonna do, he'll fucking get on that fucking DJ Academic shit and write that embarrassing ass fucking paragraph, and it's gonna fuck you up, man. I'm pretty sure that shit fucking hurt.
But that's the thing. What is DJ Academics for? DJ Academics is known for being in the hip hop community. So you have Drake writing this whole fucking rant.
Bullshit though.
You know, So you have Drake writing this whole fucking rant on a hip hop platform. That's my indifference with him. You know what I mean? I agree with both of y'all. He makes great music, but when you enter the hip hop realm for me, you know, I have a different standard, a higher standard. He doesn't meet that standard for me to even be talking on the hip hop level. Pop culture, yeah, you got it, my nigga. You got it. You a pop icon. But when it comes to hip hop, I don't feel like he doesn't have that top tier voice. That's just me again. I'm sorry. And I'm wearing a fucking Old Dirty Bastard shirt, and a lot of people don't like this album. And a lot of people don't like this album, but this album was a fucking classic. Best album cover ever.
Oh, baby, I like it raw.
Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
That's the HIV song right there.
You know what I mean? This nigga said, I came on my mama, she was on welfare. Nigga, I'm on tour and I'm still on welfare.
Shame on you. That's my shit. I used to turn up to that.
Shame
shit.
on the nigga to die in the room.
Shame on you. When you step through, okay. That shit was crazy. That shit got me hyped. That guitar.
Yeah. Yo.
Now it's I know.
I know where you live.
Shout out to Biggie Small. Shit done changed.
I had a baby with a porn star.
Shout out to my nigga, though.
Shit.
Oh man.
Yo, shit.
DJ.
Shit
Shout out
changes,
to my
man.
nigga.
Yo, this is the best podcast, yo. This is the best podcast on earth right now, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Word up, facts.
Drunk Sports Talk, DST.
Yeah.
Fuck your favorite podcast. They bit off our shit.
Yo.
Niggas bit off nah shit.
Yo, niggas bit off nah shit. Shark biters. And guys, you know me. I'm the type of person. I love y'all. I respect y'all and I love y'all. I'm sorry for going so ham.
Nah, you good
on the subject.
I love hip hop, bro. You
can't do it on your own platform where you can do it at.
Yo, I just love hip hop so much that I just
facts.
I just have a certain criteria for it. That's just what it is. I'm not trying to hate on nobody. You know, I love music, period. But it's just a certain, like, Q, you are hip hop, bro. You are the epitome of hip hop. Cash, you are the epitome of hip hop. You know what I mean? Anybody who talks to me on a regular basis knows I'm the epitome of hip hop. So that's why I don't see Aubrey Graham to that standard, bro. I just
100%
cannot. I just
100%.
cannot. And I'm not hating because I'm literally saying on this platform that we got, this three-headed monster that we got, I'm saying that he makes great music. But when it comes to that criteria of fucking what hip-hop is, he's just not that number one guy. Yo, hit me with some of them shots.
Oh, you want some liquor shot?
You want some liquor shot?
Yo, give me some liquor shot.
Take a shot and then take us out.
Yo.
So hip hop.
Fuck Aubrey Graham.
Fucking shot. Fucking stand out myself, bro. Yo, last time I forgot to shout out Money Making Manhattan to Harlem, so my bad.
Yo,
shout out to Harlem.
Yo, shout out to the Boogie Down Bronx. Shout out to Queens getting that money. Shout out to Shaolin. Shout out to Money Making Manhattan. And shout out to fucking the home of the coffins, Brooklyn, baby. Woo! I'm sorry, I'm just going off tonight. I'm fine with that, guys.
Let's get it.
Yeah, man.
We love it, man. We had a great episode, man. Great episode.
Classic.
Let's take a shot. Let's take a shot and get the fuck up out of here. Cause a nigga done brought home the bacon today. 15 hours in a fucking smelly ass truck.
Let's go.
That probably snuck up, but whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I've been up since like 6:30 in the morning. My daughter woke me up at 6:30. She's like, "It's my birthday. It's my birthday." And I've been up all.
Shout out to baby girl. I don't want to say a name. We don't mind our fucking business.
Yo, Edie. Just say shout out to Edie. Eden,
yo, when Eden wakes up in the morning, I want you to be at the edge of her bed. I want you to be like, I
can't believe you.
You're like, Daddy, I don't want to hear that whack shit.
I know.
I know it's your birthday.
Let's take a shot, Daddy, man.
Yo.
Then you got to at the end. I know. Hey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to Drizzy. Shout out to Drizzy. Drizzy.
Yo, shout out to Drizzy. Shout out to Drizzy.
Drizzy, when you see this shit, I'm on your side, nigga. Give me hook me up with a contract or some shit.
On some real shit, you want to go that? Yo, I fuck with you, Drizzy. Is that I'm just keeping it real, bro.
Sign this podcast.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them niggas. Over there. Fuck with me.
That nigga about to be on Drunk Sports Comeback. He's like, fuck Drunk Sports Talk. I'm gonna be on Drunk Sports Comeback.
You can cancel me however you want. I still make decent bread.
I can't be canceled. I'm uncancelable. Cancelable.
I'm unfuckable.
I'm uncancelable.
I'm unfuckable.
Unkillable.
What you got for the shot for us on the way out?
I'm gonna make a shirt called Unkillable.
Unkillable. That's fire. That's
you know what I'm saying?
Unkillable.
Let's get it. Unfucking killable. Yo, I gotta lick a shot for that shit. Hold up. Yo. Unfucking killable. Let's go, man. Yo, before we get out of here, let me shout out to all my peoples, man. I promise them I shout out to my man, son of L. Shout out to my man Elio. You know what I'm saying?
Last measure.
Shout out to my man Goods. You know, shout out to everybody I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Everybody fucks with the show.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to everybody who you know who be riding out to the show in the mornings and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Character, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
All that shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Chris Lambright. Shout out to my man Fatty J. Let's get it, man. Yo, Ed, take us out of here.
Yo, I just want to take a shot right here. My Puerto Rican flag showing, you know, have body out here. I want to take a shot not only to my brothers. These guys are more than my brothers. These guys are like flesh and blood. Like, you know, I love y'all. Y'all don't even know the level of how much I love y'all. But this is for y'all, my brothers. York Sports Talk, the best sports podcast in these internet streets. Shout out to my daughter on her 3rd birthday. She got the Iverson going on, the John Starks going on. My baby girl, Edie, baby. This is shout outs to Eden. Shout out to Eden. Shout out to everybody that you guys mentioned, y'all personal boys. To my boys, Infinite, my man Dion, may he rest in peace. My man Jerry, everybody who show me love or show us love. I'm sorry, I don't want to make it about me. Everybody who show us love. This is for all of y'all. We love y'all, and always stay tuned to the realest fucking podcast in the internet streets, like my man Cass said.
100%.
Salud.
Salud.
I'm twisted, but salud.
Peace.
Oh, I caught up to you, Cash.